Live. Just like that. Boom. Hello everybody and welcome to D&D 5th edition Papihos, episode 59 of our little homebrew campaign. We have joining us right now Helminia, James, Suzanne, and Jazz. Alpha's a little late, but rest assured, he'll be here. We've actually do have a couple things to go over. I have a jankier, but I guess a little bit more uniform background going on right now. So that's a little bit of an upgrade. Also, what you guys... another thing concerning one specific character, Nime got to level up at the end of last session. And just because it is customary to roll hit dice on stream, Nime is taking her 11th level in Fighter. And Jazz, if you'd love to roll me a d10 and let everyone know what you got.
Okay, here we go. It looks like I got a 6.
Alright, so 6 plus 1 for your constitution, so you get 7 more HP for this level.
Sweet.
So that brings you to 81. Welcome to the 80s.
Good years.
Good years. Other than that, one last thing that will involve all of you guys is at the end of last session, you guys had retired to your keep, and I had detailed how there was a entryway, a dining room, a pantry, a kitchen, bedrooms, and a forge below. But I know that you guys are a little bit addicted to maps. So...
Sweet.
You've got your floor plans for both the top floor, middle floor, and basement forge for all of you. You guys are free to observe it how you wish, and I'll get Jazz's card updated for sake of it, and then we will hop right into today's episode.
Are we getting the tower later when it's done?
Yes, because the tower's not done yet.
Alright, sick.
With this map being made, you know that now we can fight in this building, right? The battle map is made. We are now in danger.
No.
You guys are the ones who always want a battle map. I did this for you guys, because...
You did this to fuck us over later.
There's no trust.
None whatsoever. I know a battle map when I see one. You're gonna... It's a trick save to run up the stairs.
You know how many this is the place where you get to kick Zex's ass.
Do you really want me to destroy the entire house just to mess with Rem?
Look, I have a home to go back to. You don't.
Guys, can we not fight about fighting in the house?
We haven't even started the game yet, and it's already
Always
gone.
keep that in mind. Y'all ain't got homes to go back to. I do.
Let's just... I didn't need one before, I don't need one now.
All right. Oh no. It's alright. It's gone so wrong so quickly, and all I did was give you guys a little bit of a present.
Oh, I haven't even eaten my burrito.
Thank
There
you.
might be cilantro
It
here, and
looks
if there is, it's gonna
I
be bad.
appreciate that. Thank you, James. But besides the point, where we last left off, you all had escaped the Feywild, making your way up and out of the lost city of prosperity with a new item in tow, the Voice of the Wilds, 2 scimitars that morphed into a golden violin. After you teleported yourselves back to Greywall, you met with the Ambassador of Relations, Vardair, as well as some Arbiters and Yenta on hand. You advised Yenta to cool his roll a little bit and had, from a small talk with Varder, you found out that they could actually procure a teleportation circle pattern for Dacaria for you all. And you all learned the very important lesson of letting people know your skills so that they can help you out. However, with this, and knowledge that the knowledge that you had brought back from the lost city of prosperity troubling him a little bit, but his mind also seeming to be somewhere else. He implored you all to return to your keep, which had been newly furnished, and take a little bit of time for yourselves until that pattern was procured, citing it being at least a couple days. So, as you all have that going through your heads, and you first claim your rooms, take a rest, and a new day has started. The sun being out, we start a little bit partially through the morning. Where is everyone? Where have you guys gone?
I'm gonna sleep in a little bit.
Alright.
I'm gonna make sure all the crap that I left in my room is still in here.
Everything is still in your pile. They did not move
Awesome.
it.
They just worked around my pile of
Well,
crap.
they were bringing in stuff.
How did yesterday's crafting go?
So you, taking your time, going through, talking to Gideon, talking to Tofan, found prices for everything. It is up to you. You can, with the payment, you can have allocated funds towards certain things. So you'd have to get the cart worked on and built first, and then the enchanting process can begin. But if you want Tofan to, for example, start on one of the cannons, he can.
Yeah, so we're gonna start on just the swivel cannon for now, and then getting the cart made. So we can get the carriage, the animation, and one cannon, all for what we get with the ring.
So which
With a
cannon
little
will you be
extra-
choosing? Because there's the arcane cannon that you were thinking about, and the swivel cannon.
The swivel.
Swivel cannon.
We'll get more use out of it for right now, and get the arcane one later.
All right.
I mean, I'll hear everyone else. Do we want the arcane or do we want the swivel first?
This is your project.
Which one do you think is... Well, the arcane fires once every 5 minutes, and the swivel fires, once every other...
Every other round. So every two
Every other
rounds it fires.
I think we get the swivel first, personally.
Swivel sounds like a good idea.
The goal is to not have to use the cannon.
Right, but if we have to use
What
the
if we
cannon,
have
I
to?
want to be able to fire it every other round to start with, at least, right?
Yeah, alright. So just the swivel one it is.
All right. So starting with the swivel cannon on your carriage. So the carriage is commissioned. So with all of the carriage costs, the 1,000 is spent, so you'll mark off 1,000 gold pieces.
You're the one keeping track of the bear's money right now. I didn't get it all.
She gave you 20k right now.
20k. So she's giving us...
So
20,000.
right now in your funds is 20k.
That's a lot of shit to have in my pockets.
Good thing you
How
went
many
home.
platinum is that? 1,000?
2,000 platinum, yeah. And just like that,
So-
we welcome Alpha back.
It's 1,000, so we go down to... God, I'm bad at that.
It's already gone so wrong. It's not hard. Just put plus 20,000 in your gold, and then, or you could just put 19 plus 19,000 gold right now, since you're paying the 1,000 for the.
I did it.
Yeah. So the question is right now, to commission the cannon, you need 40,000 gold pieces. I don't think you have that right now.
I don't, but is he willing to take the down payment on the authority that will make good later?
Make a persuasion check.
Can I name drop Barris as the one paying me out so he knows the money's good?
It'll still be a persuasion check.
Oh, that's okay. 15.
15. Okay. He will basically he wants at least 15k to start.
Easy.
So you
They
mark
don't have that.
you mark off.
Do I?
You have 15k. You just got 20,000
Pull
from
up
Barris.
the calculator.
50.
I don't
okay.
even have any
It's
liquor in
simple.
here.
It's
Subtract
simple math.
1,500 from your amount.
I'm working them in groups of 10, so it's 2,000, and then I have to times by 10.
You have 400 left.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You have 400 platinum left.
I dropped out of school for a reason, you guys.
You have 400 platinum left from the Barris thing. Are you okay?
I will be.
Oh my god.
So that's the commissioning, and then I wanted to do alchemy shit yesterday, but I guess I spent the whole day doing carrot shit, which is
Yeah.
fun.
You can be doing alchemy stuff this morning
just
if
do
you
it
want
today.
to.
Yeah.
All right. What are you working on?
Let's first let's move across, and then I want this bed out of here.
All right, that can be accomplished.
But we'll leave it for now until they come and take it or whatever.
Mhm.
So we'll start with that ointment that we talked about. We'll give that a go.
All right. So, I'd like you to. That would be.
Intelligence.
I would let
plus-
you make intelligence plus proficiency. Yes.
Ooh, that's only a 15.
15. I would like you to roll a d8 for me.
Six.
6. So you lose 6 samples of the honey, but after those are used, the 7th one you are able to turn into a sample of Kiyome's ointment. So 6 of them are wasted.
And then one is used.
So 7 in total are being used for right now.
And then the ointment. And herbalism supplies taken for this?
What do you have right now? Let me check.
300.
300. I think it would be...
D10 per failure, maybe?
I would say you've used probably 100 gold pieces worth of it, a third of it.
That's a lot more than 10 from failure.
It's experimental.
But now it's a 1-to-1.
Now it's a 1-to-1. All right.
You guys gonna love this.
And so that's what you're working on. Zex, what are you working on?
I'm just organizing all the crap that I dumped in a heap on the floor in here right now.
Okay, so as Rem's working, basically anyone who's still within the house can hear you just shuffling through your such. Each of the upper rooms has a bed, a chest that can slide underneath the bed, and a small desk.
So I heard a bookcase somewhere. Where's the bookcase?
Bookcase.
Was there meant to be a bookcase?
I believe that there was one in the entryway.
You said they line the wall over the room.
Oh, over the room?
You said something about them lining the wall of the room.
I think that was the inner wall of the entry room. So, of note, of the inner wall, which I will ping for you guys, the wall that Nime is closest to, I will get that lined in bookcases for you.
Awesome.
All right. As that is what Zex is accomplishing right now. Suna, anything you're doing this morning?
No. Just hanging out by the fireplace.
All right. Gilgamesh,
Yes.
is there anything you're doing this morning?
How much time do I have?
You know that at the very least, today is downtime for you.
All of it?
Oh, you
man.
guys have assumed that at the very least, it will be the end of the next day when they give you the teleportation scroll pattern, or the teleportation circle pattern.
Oh, so we have like
You have
2 days?
at
Like
most
1.5?
2 days, or at least 2 days. Sorry.
Man, okay. Well, right now I want to start working on fixing these longswords that I
Alright.
have. I have 4 of them.
Okay.
So I just kind of want to take today to go and fix those and make them like actually usable.
All right. I did find out repairing options. You are for basically quarter price. So it'd be about a gold piece worth of materials, which you can easily go and buy, and an hour of work. You can repair them.
It's only an hour?
You can do it during a short rest.
Oh my god. Okay.
So you can get that done this
So-
morning.
So then I will go and buy. I think that'll be a total of 5 gold pieces worth of material.
Okay.
Is it still 1 gold piece for a dagger, even though it's so small?
Daggers costs are different.
Okay.
So
I kinda
it's
figured
gonna
just
be
'cause
even
they're tiny.
less.
Well, it's at minimum it's 4 gold for the 4 longswords.
If it's 4 gold, hold on. Questions. Because it is a quarter of the cost. Because to make it, it's half cost. To repair, it's a quarter.
Right.
So
Actually,
I thought,
you know what?
longsword, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Hold on. So what do you
Okay.
want to repair? Let me know.
So I have. Last time Rem gave me 4 longswords and a dagger, all in like disrepair.
Mm-hmm. So you
So
want to
I
repair
want-
all of those?
I want to repair all of those and maybe buy just some extra material to have on hand.
Okay. So, going from that, you will need to buy 15 gold and 5 silver worth of materials to repair all of them in total.
Let's just round that up to 20 gold.
All right. 20 gold.
And so that would leave me with. How much did you say it was?
It's 15 and a half, so 15 gold and 5 silver to repair.
So that'll leave me with 4.5 gold worth of material, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, yeah, I'll use that, the material that I bought to just, I guess, take like, what, probably 4.5 hours to repair all this stuff?
It's still an hour no matter what you're repairing. That
Okay,
doesn't change.
then 5
The
hours.
gold
Okay.
piece costs change because it changes for them. But 5
Yeah.
hours.
Okay, yeah, then I will do that.
All right. So that is what Gil's doing as the house becomes even a little bit more busy as you can hear the dull thuds and clangs below. And finally, Nime, what are you doing this morning?
I want to try cooking.
Okay. So, As you move into the pantry, there's plenty of dried meats, spices, dried vegetables, and actually some fresh fruit that seems to have been brought there. You can definitely try to make something for breakfast.
Are there any? Did you say eggs? You
I
didn't say eggs.
Did not say eggs. You'd have to go to the market and pick those up pretty fresh.
Can I do that?
Absolutely.
Okay,
We
I want to
can-
do that.
We can even
Roll
say
to buy egg.
just. What's up?
Roll for initiative to buy eggs.
Roll
for-
to buy egg.
roll
the,
to-
the market's a nightmare. Initiative. For fresh eggs.
Knife gets
of course.
initiative. So if you spend 5 copper, you can easily buy anything that you need to make breakfast, and for some in the future. So
I only have gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
So if you, let's just say, because you are paying for 5 people, just spend a gold and you can get basically any food for the day
Okay.
for 5 people.
Well, let's see. Okay, for the day.
Yeah.
Like that's 3 meals.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a lot.
So we'll start simple. I would like first eggs,
Okay.
meat.
Okay.
Which do we have that at the house already?
You have some dried meat, but you can pick up fresh. if
Okay,
you
I want fresh meat.
Okay.
So eggs, meat, and then let's do rice. And then fish.
All right.
And then a variety of vegetables if available.
All of them are there.
Cool. I'm going home and making eggs and meat for breakfast. Do I need to roll anything for that?
So we're gonna have you as, for some reason, the music's real intense for you cooking. So we're gonna toot that
hell
up.
yeah.
But I do need you to roll as we're gonna have you roll a general dexterity check
Okay.
for cooking
Um,
food.
Okay, give me a second here. Dex. Perfect.
It's so, the music is so like intense.
17.
17. As for all of this, you are able to whip up a wonderful display of a hearty breakfast for everyone. And if you so choose, Nime can go along through handing out plates to each member of the group.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to serve it up and take it to each individual person since they're kind of doing their own things right now.
All right. As each of you, Gilgamesh, kind of putting yourself into the forge, having everything, you kind of look aside, see Nime putting a plate before taking yourself back upstairs. You see Gil just basically, at this point, having all the metals kind of sorted out and is basically looking through different scrap metals, comparing them to the different blade types. You go upstairs and knock on Zex's door. Zex, you are able to receive a meal. Same with Rem working. You see him basically grinding some materials together. And then last one, as you're kind of making your way back, a fresh piping hot plate goes out to Suna, who's enjoying her time in the entryway.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, for today, because today is downtime, as what we are doing, people that still have stuff that they can be doing, because Rem's a little bit busy for today. Gil, you've got like half a day if you need anything extra. But you are welcome to pop in, any and all of you, with downtime activities.
I want to go and, once I get done with all of these, run the idea past Ram, but I kind of want to go and sell these. Does Ram have any qualms against this?
Why would I have qualms about you selling the things that you have? You mean because I gave them to you?
More or less.
I picked them up for you. They're all yours. Do whatever you like. I assumed you'd melt them down and repurpose them.
That's not why I have a forge. I'm leaving, and I'm gonna go find. Is it Vipers?
It is
Vipers weapons.
Viper's weapons. Yes.
Oh, listen, Greywall never leaves the heart. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Vipers, and I'm gonna offer her my weapons
All right.
that I've masterly crafted.
As you throw that in, for selling, I would like you to roll a persuasion check, just to determine the price that you can sell them at.
See if I'm like big money selling, or if I'm like a
Big money
solicitor
boy.
going door to door.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That is a 16.
16. You are able to basically sell them. The long swords they'll buy for 10 gold pieces apiece, and for the dagger they will buy for 1 gold piece.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right.
I'll
So
take
41 gold pieces back to you.
That is net 21 gold pieces right there. That's
Yeah.
how business is done, everyone.
That is how. That is we. Apparently, I'm imparting my degree upon all of you. As we've gone forward with this, and Gilgamesh is now a business major.
I'm putting that on my resume, thanks.
Perfect.
you've had a business degree imparted onto you.
Yeah, honorary business degree.
Oh no!
Honorary business.
No.
I need to make sure. So, funny thing, I have had, I think since like the start of the campaign, 2 sets of noble leathers is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Since basically the beginning.
Those are materials for making like leather armor, but that's a different skill set. You have proficiency in metals.
No, I want to go find somebody I can sell these to.
Yeah, you can go sell those to Thor, and he deals with just armors.
Perfect. We're gonna go visit Thorin, and we're gonna give him these noble leathers that I think I got from, was it Delilah's?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is what you got them from.
Oh boy, that was a...
Oh my god, we're on 59 and you're selling stuff you got on episode 9. Why do you have...
I just noticed it the other day, and I was like,
It's been more than a year.
I should get
got
rid
that
of
shovel?
those.
You still got that shovel?
I do. Why would I not have a shovel? Shovels are very versatile and useful tools.
You're preaching to the choir about shovels, my guy.
My man. Mans, no. Okay.
I wrote
So-
it so small.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So you can make a persuasion check again.
I should give those to her. Okay. Dice and things.
Yeah.
This is a
Just
dice
because it's
roll.
downtime doesn't mean you don't have to roll.
Oh boy, this one's a lot less convincing. I got a 7. He thinks I'm faking it.
Yeah. He's willing to buy them, but only for 3 gold pieces, as they are materials for already quite cheap armor.
But they're noble. They're noble leathers.
Do you want to sell them or not? That's some very fine swords, though.
Just push the leathers towards him.
And it takes the 3 gold pieces in, places them down on the table, and 3 separate fingers just slides them across to you. Pleasure. It's been worth carrying those around for a year.
It has. I just got 3 gold off of it when I really don't need it and really have never ever needed money, but here we are.
All right. Anything else from you, or does anyone else want to step up to the plate?
I'm going to use Residuum to cast a teleportation circle to the library.
Ah. Alrighty. As just without telling anyone, I assume?
Yeah, no, I'm not telling anyone.
As with a quick minute of scratching this fine powder into the floor, it lights up and you step in and step out into the library.
We're changing the locks.
Yeah?
Quick, change the locks while he's gone.
So, what are you looking for in the Grand Library of Usapane?
I'm gonna look for books on planar travel and just about the planes in general.
Okay.
I'm not asking for help, I'm just going wandering.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I don't have to make that wisdom check that I've been making every single time I go to look for something in this library. Because it's magical or something. That's gonna be 15.
15. Okay. Now make the wisdom check.
17.
17. Okay. Eventually, you go through, and plenty of this day can be looking about planar travel. Generally speaking, it's not easy to find, as a lot of stuff is dedicated to planar travel. You research things about the things that can do planar travel are things that don't come from the material plane. Generally speaking, there's more legends than anything of people planar traveling. People have claimed to travel, people that have insisted that it is possible, people that have proven it in theory but never had the actual arcane capacity to persuade people to believe them. And in doing all this, you're learning about many of like the inner planes. So the four elemental planes: air, earth, fire, water, as well as, of course, of the hells, and a single one, which is most of the planes pose themselves as separate entities. But there's another plane that presents itself as a kind of twisting of the plane that you are on, which you find is scientifically called the material plane. A plane called the Feywild, which is known for more easily finding ways to meld over. And so it's also one of the more recorded. It is said that there's a smorgasbord of ways to find yourself going in, whether in heavily forested areas, finding like a slit in a tree and falling into it, or other things of that nature. But it's again, a lot of it is theories and people claiming that it's happened to them, but generally a lot of the general populace dismisses it.
Okay, any known locations for crossing over at all, or is it just basically just stories?
It's a lot of stories, and you hear like it's a little insulting at some points, because it's some of it is very like bare bones, and you think you have found a book that might help you, and then you find out it's a children's book. And just across like that. So it's always talking about how, yes, if you go into large forested areas, seems to be places where the Feywild tends to overlap, but it doesn't actually name any heavily forested areas.
Great. Does it go over anything about the effects of being in the Feywild for an extended period of time?
It mentions, with a 15, it mentions people coming back in same as they had disappeared from, and years had passed. It has stories of people walking in and immediately coming back, but with no memory of what had happened to them. Basically the Feywild effects that you are able to find out.
Awesome.
Of people that go in run the risk of time dilation and run the risk of losing their memories.
All right. What do I get about the elemental planes exactly?
So the elemental planes, what you're able to find is they are planes of pure elemental energy. Of the elemental plane of Earth is just miles and miles of hills, plateaus, mountains, canyons, and ores. The elemental plane of water is a vast, deep ocean that never truly ends and is host to all types of wilds, sea life. Elemental plane of air, everything is suspended in harsh winds. And for the elemental plane of fire, everything is reefed in flame, magma, and igneous rock, volcanic rock. Elementals are birthed from each of those planes, respectively, and having seen your fair share of elementals, you understand this. And also a slight record of the elemental plane of fire being the most problematic of the four.
Great.
Second place to the Feywild, tears for the elemental plane of fire have been reported and recorded. This is mostly like Usapate places, but you can find about like half a dozen times where an elemental plane, a portal to the elemental plane of fire has opened, and elementals have poured out and have been dealt with respectively.
Anything about locations within these planes, or is that the information that I got?
From the 15, that is what you've got. Of course,
Awesome.
You've also like learned the names of each of the 9 layers of hell, but
Right.
nothing too much on them, as you can see a lot of it seems to have been stripped from these books, as that one of the 9 hells seems to have actually been one of them that has been censored.
Got it.
And this is your day.
That's my entire day.
This library is not easy to look around. Luckily, you did not get lost, but that's a lot of planar research.
Got it.
If there's something small you want to do, you could do it at the end of the day, but other than that...
No.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to do for this day? Suna, Gil, Nime, looking at you 3.
Can I go stake out the market and see if I can see the princess's rogue persona just wandering around?
Sure.
I don't really have anything right now.
All right. So you take a day of leisure.
I gotta form thoughts. Hold on.
You're doing just fine, Gil. Head
Enchantment.
empty, no thoughts.
Yep, no, enchantments. I want to go figure out where I can.
Okay. You realize Tofan is the generally named enchanter of this. As Rem, in asking for advice for you all of which canon, cites Tofan as the enchanter.
Well, perfect. Let's go find homie.
All right. As you kind of move in, you see that he's already, as you kind of walk in, he's kind of just set this cannon in the middle of his house. And you see, it looked like he had just dropped it on the floor as there's some splintering wood. As you just, like, you're able to just walk in because the door's open and you can hear him working. And it seems like he had bought a cannon and has just dropped it in the middle of his house to work on it.
Right.
As you kind of see this large minotaur form kind of turn. Hello. Oh.
I was looking to get this enchanted, pulling out my flail.
Takes it, and you see as he has these little small goggles that you're like, how does he get that over snout? And then you realize he doesn't, as he holds one side of it up to his to his left eye, and you see it kind of flash for a second. This one's already enchanted. You have to get rid of it to add something. What? What are you? What are you trying to do?
Just make it better.
Oh.
I have nothing in mind.
Just make it better.
I'm also short on money, and I know that enchanting isn't the most cheap thing.
No. And he gestures to the cannon on the floor. I have an order right now. It will take a while. But... So... In order to make it a +2 weapon, it would be...
Probably a lot more than I have.
Well, yeah, probably. Because how much do you have right now?
I don't want to say it.
My doctor,
my doctor said it was average. Okay, shut up.
Say it.
What? After selling all that stuff, I have like 250 GP.
Yeah, it's in the thousands to turn it into a +2.
Okay.
How
Yeah,
much
and
are
then
we
like
talking?
Zex and Rem are over here with like maybe 25k apiece.
No.
Look, it's not actual money because it's tied up in investments. I only have 400. It's on my tax forms. I'm not rich.
Boo-hoo.
My net worth.
It's like I only have this much money. Okay, like it's all in investments. It's different. It's
you
different.
have investments.
Look,
Okay.
this is your fault.
I don't got. What do you mean? What am I supposed to do?
Picking up hobbies is expensive, my guy.
I am picking up hobbies.
And you're gonna learn that hobbies are expensive.
It's not that
You're
expensive.
not paying us.
Yeah. So
I'll just
yeah,
take my flail back.
yeah, enchanting is like it's anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000.
Fuck me. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna take it and leave.
You just hear him kind of call on the way out. Sorry. Oh. And you just hear this as his foot. It sounds like his foot, like he turns and slams it into the can. Just, oh.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, okay. And then I want to go back and I want to Would I know what weapon might get me the most money if I made it? Like potentially make me the most money. From like
something you could craft, a great sword.
a great sword.
Yeah, you're very experienced in great swords. Great swords are generally the retail price for a standard greatsword is 50 gold pieces. So to make one, you'd have to get 25 gold pieces of material. But you could then flip it for possibly up to 50, depending on your check.
It's like right now, I could almost make something of 10 GP.
Things you could make with 10 gold pieces of material.
No, so because I have 4.5, so I can almost make something worth 10 GP, right?
Yes. You need half a gold piece.
I need half a gold piece.
You could make stuff right now like a trident or a war pick, or like you couldn't make a blowgun. You could make a metallic. Basically,
you know
a
what?
lot of simple weapons like a light hammer or a sickle or a spear.
I will just go and I will buy the rest of the 20.5 gold pieces worth of material to make, to at least start making a greatsword.
Okay, so you're gonna go buy more.
Yeah.
So you will end up with, after all of that, when you want to start making the greatsword, is 25 gold pieces worth of material, right?
Yeah, when I start making it, I'll have 25 worth of material.
Are you starting to make it today?
I'd be far from being able to finish it. Actually, no, we have like all day tomorrow, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't start it today, but I'll start it tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I'll just kind of vibe for the rest of the day, I guess. See if people need me to go like kill a troll or something
It is
around
worth
the
noting.
house. I don't know.
It is worth noting. It is actually a day of time to make it, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it'd take you a
it's
day
like-
to make
it's-
a greatsword.
Like a full like 24 hours?
A full work week, so you'd be using that downtime day for it.
Like the downtime day tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So with that, you all complete your first of the 2 days of downtime.
Hey,
Does it
when do I
take
get
the
to roll
whole
my
day
perception
just to-
check?
Make this ointment?
What's up? Oh, Suna, your perception check. God, I even put the D10s away. Suna, make your perception check.
21.
21. As you deftly scan the market for the familiar form, she is not there. You're
Alright.
fairly confident that she was not there today.
Alright, I'll just go live then.
All right.
Back at the keep.
Rem, your majority of the day was first creating and mapping out the recipe for this. If there's something small you'd like to do, just let me know then.
I don't think making ink is something small, though.
No, not too much.
Could I make more ointment? Like the 5 that I have in the small bottle, since I know it now, can I just do it? Is that technically small? Now that I know it's fresh in my mind.
It's a thing I would. It's 5 hours. Yeah, I'd say fair enough for you to be able to go and create ointment. So with the 1-to-1 materials now, no longer costing stuff from your herbalism kit. For the rest of the day, you are making up to 5 ointment if you want to.
Okay, so it's no longer Feywild honey, it's restorative ointment.
All right. And with that, your first of 2 possible downtime days are completed. For the second day, what would you guys like to do?
I mean, you know what I'm doing.
You're making the greatsword.
Making the great sword. It's gonna be great. Haha.
Can I go scan the market again?
Sure.
God.
Go make your
Suna.
perception check.
19.
19. As you spend time looking around for her again, she's not there.
Damn.
Nime?
I'm going to make eggs over rice.
All right. Just for the fun of it, another dex check from you.
Yeah. Oh, that is a dirty 20.
Awesome. Immaculate eggs over rice for all of you today.
Not me.
Not
I'm
you,
still at the
Zex. Zex
library.
seems to be mysteriously absent.
It's so quiet around here. We can get some actual work done.
Tell me about it.
All right. Before we get to Zex, Rem, anything you're doing today?
We'll do the ink today.
All right. So, how much blood do you have right now?
6 bottles,
All right. And the alchemy supplies that you're using for it?
320.
320. All right. Let's get started. You can make your intelligence check with your proficiency bonus.
Nat 20.
All right. So, in order to convert basically a bottle of it converts into this very thin and black ink residue from this blood is what you're able to convert. With a bottle of it, you're able to convert it into 200 gold pieces worth of ink. You are able to create convert 2 of these bottles for 100 gold piece worth of your alchemy supplies. So it is your choice of how much you want to make.
I'll make the 200, so it's 400 gold worth of ink and
100 alchemy supplies gone.
Okay. And then, does it matter which blood I use? Like, does it take a different?
No, it doesn't. Drake blood is Drake blood.
So 100 from my alchemy supplies, and then now I have 400 gold worth of arcane ink. And I'll go bringing this to Barris, I guess.
Okay. Because it is Barris, and you want to sell it to her, we'll see whether she's willing to buy a market price. Please make a charisma check with advantage with Barris.
Just a charisma?
Persuasion.
Straight charisma?
Persuasion.
That's a nat 1 and an 18.
Oh,
So that comes to a total of 24.
good job. So the 400 goes for 400, so you get a 1-to-1 exchange instead of it being less.
Oh. Does she have anything to say about my ink? She's like, oh, so crude.
She actually does, you see she produces a small tin and actually kind of compares them, both drawing them out on parchment. She's, well, dear, this is surprising. You've been doing well for yourself.
Told you I'd taken on quite the hobby.
It appears so. Congratulations on your hobby. All right. And Zex, what do you want?
So, you remember that weird second level I found a long time ago that had a bunch of magic items behind the barrier? I want to go try and find that again.
All right. Make a wisdom check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. After some time of looking around, parsing through everything, you are able to find that staircase and head up. All right. What do you do?
Would you remind me what I can see beyond the barrier?
So what you can see right now is there's, as you go up this very finely tuned and immaculately crafted staircase, you can see there's an arch over it, which when you tried to go through last time restricted you. And on the other side, you can see basically, it's not a large area, but it is 4 long bookshelves, from what you can see. And they have, collections of, you can see, rolled up papers instead of books, and then on the far end there are tomes that you can see. It looks like a smaller, more, almost at the same time, less maintained, but also at the same time very intriguing library that is nestled into this library.
I've seen wizard spellbooks and spell scrolls before. Is this what that looks like?
Make an Arcana check.
22.
As you're looking, some of them do seem to look like spell scrolls. Some of the ones towards the back, not so much. But you can definitely see that some of them are most likely scroll parchment.
And nothing about the wizard books.
You're not seeing like spell books now.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to that big main area and try to find an attendant. I assume there are people wandering around.
You're able to quickly source a elven, like there's plenty of elves walking around.
Can I find a not an elf attendant? Do they exist here?
Make an investigation check.
That's going to be a 23.
23. And try as you might, you go around and you look and you're finding people that aren't elves. Like at some point you see a halfling. At some points you see a human. At some points you're seeing this like lizard folk that's being led around by an elf. And although there are not elves here, it does not appear to be a staff member that is not an elf. You have your choice. You're easily able to find an elven staff member.
I guess I'm going for an elf then.
All right. As you walk up to this woman with like white hair that has been quickly pulled and bunned backwards, these long kind of silver tasseled robes that are this like light shimmering blue color. She kind of clasps her hands. What may I be able to help you with?
I was wondering if I could get access to the second level.
The second level's restricted access, dear.
That's why I'm asking permission.
On what grounds?
I have some super important research I need to do from Papihos involving some big things that are currently moving around. I don't think you can get in contact with any of the royals over there, can you, to verify my story? And I don't know if it would matter to you or not.
All research is important, dear. But it is at the behest of us at the Grand Library to decide who is dedicated enough to go in there or not. I'm afraid that with no references, no sources, and you're not a resident of Usapade, are you?
No.
With non-nationality status, afraid I can't do much to help you.
Who could I go to get good references? Who would be some stellar people to talk to?
Well, generally the people allowed up there are those of representative status for Usapes, or they're recommended. They're I currently, dear, Usapate doesn't have embassy in Ashhar, so I don't know if there's much help we can do for you.
Actually, Papihos.
Oh, Papihos. Well, there are currently a couple ambassadors currently residing in Papihos for Usapate. If you find them out, you might be able to seek reference.
Do you have any names or locations for me?
No. I don't personally know ambassadors, but I do know that Usapate holds an embassy within the southern region of Papihos. All perfectly legal, of course. Eleonora is the name.
All right. I might be back later, but I appreciate the help.
Of course, we do our best to help you in the Grand Library of Usapate.
Thank you.
Take care.
Great.
Anything else you'd like to do with the day, Zex?
I'll put down a teleportation so I can go back. I'm gonna
Alright.
go to the Mage's Guild.
All right. As you appear back in the Mages Guild, safe and sound. Anything
I'm
else
going
for
back.
you today?
Ba-dum-bum. There's a library in Greywall, isn't there?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go there and I want to look for. Let me check what they're called in my notebook. I know I wrote them down. Those old townships that the bard mentioned.
Ah.
Can't find them in my notebook. I know I wrote them down. There they are. Volrund, Trascent, and Dorok.
All right. As you head to the library in here, the half monastery, half library, across the street from the Halls of Glory, a tournament and temple area where you would all, most of you had fought before. You could make an investigation check for that library.
15.
15. Looking through there, you're able to find basic history books. Each of these cities were places listed in early Papihos. And among this, you're able to confirm for yourself Papihos has basically like 3 like main ages to refer to.
Mm-hmm.
That is, as I double check, that's not what I was looking at. We have, of course, the Age of Revival, the age that you are all currently in. Then there is the 3 other ages beforehand. The Age of Discovery is the oldest one. Then there's the Age of the Gods. That is about halfway through, these cities began popping up, most of them along the coast. However, there is still the City of Prosperity that has dropped the Lost moniker for probably obvious reasons to you. That was one of the first cities to actually move into and be there, of Papihos being a seemingly mostly undisturbed land, with the only actual villages when explorers came here from other places such as Usapate found the actual center of the region was very much so unpopulated and wild. However, there is a basically Papihos version of the Dark Age called the Age of Silence, where most records were actually lost. And so the Age of the Discovery and Age of the Gods for Papihos' history had to be retroactively rebuilt. However, if you want to give me those names one more time, I can tell you what their counterpart is for the
Sick.
Papihos map.
There was Volrund.
Volrun was a city named Dentor.
Sick. Trascent.
Trascent a city you have not been to yet. Land cost.
And Dorok.
Dolrock. Dacaria.
Dacaria? Oh, it's on the northern coast. Awesome.
All right.
I'm done for the day. I'll go back to the keep.
All right. And for that, anything, because I know Gilgamesh is building, Suna was looking for someone. If there's anything else Suna would like to do. Rem?
I'm good.
Do I have any more time in the day?
This is the second day.
I made ink today and sold it.
Oh, right, you made ink. My bad. Nime, is there anything you'd like to be doing besides cooking?
Can I pull off one of my patches of gem crate and go sell it?
Sure.
Cool.
You're
I want to
welcome.
do that.
How many gold pieces of gems?
They're 100 each. I have 10 in each crate, and that's 1,000 GP.
All right.
What kind of gems are those?
I don't know.
What kind of gems are they?
I would like, Jazz. I know you have D8s on you. I will have you roll
Yes.
10. I'll have you roll, and each time I will let you know which type they are. So just
Cool.
roll
Okay,
D8.
so roll it 10 times.
Yes.
First one's a 2.
Okay. That is an emerald.
Okay. Second one's a 4.
Jade.
3 is another emerald. 1.
Ruby.
6.
Aquamarine.
8.
Black sapphire.
5.
Regular sapphire.
How many more rolls do I have? I haven't been keeping
1,
track.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 3 more.
Another 5.
So that's sapphire.
Okay. 1 again.
Ruby.
3.
A diamond.
And finally, 7.
That is a fire opal.
We should keep those diamonds. I need them.
Can I sell 9 out of 10?
So you can mark in your inventory then, Nime. You have a 100 gold piece diamond if you don't sell that. But you can also mark, because these are gems and they do not require a persuasion check, you can add 900 gold pieces to your inventory.
Cool. Okay.
All right. And is that all for this day?
Do I have literally any spare time in the day once I'm done making my sword?
You'd have a little bit of time if it's something small.
Enough to take this sword and maybe quickly check another great sword that I have and make sure it's in like pretty good condition.
Is this the one you own?
Yes,
Okay.
the great sword that I've had for I don't even know how long.
The funny thing is, I do think, yeah, there is something wrong with it.
There is?
Yeah, I have on this ancient note card that I was gonna tell you next time you got into combat with it, but I think that was literally the
I think this was
the last
first
combat you
weapon.
used it on. So I was like, oh well. Currently, there's a -1 penalty on that greatsword.
Okay. I want to go and sell the great sword that I just Yeah, I want to sell the greatsword that I just made, and then I can deal with that
Okay.
another time.
Make a persuasion check for selling.
Can I, like, really drive home the point of I made this like 10 minutes ago? Like, there is nothing, like, you will not get more new than this.
Right. Make your persuasion check.
It corresponded so well. That's a nat 20.
All right. For this, you can sell it to him for full price, 50.
Yes. I really drove home the point of, homie, listen.
And I guess I'll test it.
He stabs you.
Stab. On you.
Man,
All right.
I actually have a little bit of money now.
Everyone immediately uses this to get money. 2 days of downtime. What do you spend it on?
I made money.
I
I'm
know.
making bank.
It's dope.
I didn't make shit.
I have net 70 GP so far,
Yeah.
which for me is pretty good, seeing as I started.
Oh
with
no,
not
absolutely.
That much.
It's a great boon to you.
And I guess I don't know if I have a little bit of time, I'll try and figure out what's wrong with this other greatsword.
Yeah, it had corrosive acid leak into the nicks in the blade, and so
Oh, wow.
it has basically a structural problem, and it goes as reads. This greatsword, when used, has a -1 penalty to any attack roll or damage roll made with it. So your plus to hit would have a -1 modifier added to it.
Melt it down, turn it to daggers.
I'm glad I never used that. Actually,
It's so funny because I have this ancient card.
well, no, because I think
It was like, I'll
that was the
keep it.
very first weapon that I used.
It was, or you used the great axe first,
I used the great axe
and then
first,
you
and then I
went
think I
and bought,
transitioned.
yeah,
into
and then
the
you went and bought a
greatsword.
great sword.
And now here we are making them.
How far you've all come?
So I guess I'm assuming I need resources to fix it.
Yes.
How much resource?
To repair, it is a quarter of it. So
I would need what, like 12, 13?
you'd need 12 gold, 5 silver worth of resources to fix it.
Okay, I will go and buy exactly that.
All right.
Why don't you buy extra and just haul it all home? Why? This is your second shopping trip. I will go with him if I can to help him.
How much extra are we saying? Like 70 GP?
Like, fill the fucking box.
The box
Stock
of
this damn
supposedly
thing.
would?
Stock the damn shop.
JC, how much is a reasonable amount that I could transfer?
A reasonable amount is somewhere below, like anything below 500 gold pieces worth of material, and that would like draw attention from Thorin.
That's fine. We've been drawing attention this whole time.
You
like,
drew attention from Viper, not so
So,
much from
so
Thorin.
here's the deal. If you come and get me, I need to go and make other purchases, and I will just buy you 500 gold pieces worth of materials.
oh!
Because I'm going to be using that
Goddamn.
forge too.
Say less.
So if you come and get me out of the room, assuming I'm back at this point.
Yes, you're back.
I guess I'll recruit Zax.
All
Guess I
right.
don't have to go anymore.
So, how much do you want to buy?
500 gold pieces worth.
All right.
I'll give
Actually,
that
we
to
can
Gil.
buy the 500 and then I'll chip in to buy like the 12 and a half. Just to like just to give it like the even 500 in the forge so we don't have to like get weird with it, you
All
know.
right. You're not able
The
to
even
repair the
500.
greatsword right now.
No, that's fine. I'll have like the extra material for it.
You're the type that throws like a gripped fistful of like loose bills on the counter.
Last thing I need to do is I need to go to Thorin's.
Yeah, you guys are there
or no.
buying material.
Oh, we're at Thorns
concerning
buying
amount.
material. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to make.
You guys are
I need to
causing a
purchase a
new
breastplate.
issue. A breastplate. Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
Breastplate. Oh, yes. That's 400.
Okay.
He sets this large breastplate on the table. Right? You have
Sick.
400?
Yeah, I have way more than 400.
Right, I forgot you're the second richest in the party.
At least I'm not the most broke.
You might be.
No, didn't Suna
no.
say? Yeah.
I have less.
No, I have now I have like 300 GP.
Suna doesn't need money. We take care of her. That's baby.
I don't really need much money either. I just kind of have it now.
Hey.
We still love you, Suna. It's okay.
I have an. Can we discuss an allowance?
I need
As
money
long
around
as
to
you
pay my
promise
allowance.
not to hang out with that girl. You know she's not good for you.
All right.
You know, I haven't
You
been
want to
having
end up
much
working
luck.
at Friar Fat Boys for the rest of your life?
I haven't been having any luck there anyway, so sure.
How much money you want? Catch me, I guess. Sure. Oh, what'd you do? How much money do you need?
I really need money.
We'll just throw you 100 gold piece just so you got something in your pocket,
That'll work.
and that will be in gold pieces.
Sweet.
All right. And as all of you have kind of congregated here, of both Zex and Gil bringing in materials, Rem and Suna kind of talking, and Nime has kind of fixed you all dinner, you guys hear this sharp ch-ch-ch-ch on the door.
I'll go answer the door.
You open the door to see a smaller halfling with this green and gold vest on, like trying their best to like hold themselves very tall, feeling like trying to look important. Delivery. Pulls out this small letter. The residents of the household.
All right, sick. Thank you.
Tip
I'll
the
take that
messenger. Tip
Yeah,
the messenger.
I'll give him a gold piece.
Thank you, sir. This is thank you, and have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
And I've
Can I
gives a-
insight check that thank you if I'm in the room?
Make an insight check.
Well, I'm insight checking that thank you. Oh god, 18.
He's hard to read, baby.
Oh, he's hiding his feelings.
It seems like someone who didn't expect to get a tip but is happy to have one,
Fuck, man got paid.
and somehow rolled a natural 19. But he kind of bows out, and Zex, you now have a small letter.
I'm ripping it open.
As you pull it open, it is a small, square sheet of parchment that resembles, as you immediately recognize, patterns for a teleportation circle.
Awesome. They carry a teleportation circle added to the list. Assuming that's what it is.
Yes. You would hope it's that, since you asked for it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's no words here. It's only a
Nah,
weird
it's
circle.
only circular runes.
Actually goes to the bottom of the ocean.
Yes.
Right.
All right.
All right.
So with that, this day has been drawn to a close. If there's things you'd like to do, just let me know.
I would show everyone my new creation, but the last time I showed someone anything, they weren't very proud of the time and effort I take into keeping all fuckers alive.
You talking about the explosive Molotov that you threw at me?
Was it or was it not cool?
It was cool. You also threw it at me.
Look, you volunteered, and I'm talking about the healing thing. I made this. And I've got the repurposed honey jar.
You can all see this honey jar, but the liquid, which was first this honey gold, has turned slightly, however, it doesn't seem like it should have been possible, brighter. This final, note of radiance from it. and the glass kind of shines a small bit.
What is this?
It's more healing things, and it works on diseases.
Cool.
I suppose I'll let Suna hold this one.
You're giving it to Suna?
For now, everyone else has
Oh.
healing. Who else? Who doesn't have a healing item from me at this point? I divvied up
That
all the
would be
potions. and shit.
me. You did not give me any potions.
Oh, what kind of? Well, how strong is it?
So
It's-
this is Keom's ointment. You can actually find it in D&D Beyond.
Don't try spelling that shit. Though there's a G and H in there.
You'll lose your mind.
It's under restorative ointment in 5e tools, I believe.
But
Oh.
it has 5 doses right now, and you can, as an action, apply the ointment to a wound, and I believe a dose of it is 2d8.
Plus 2.
2d8 plus 2 hit points. If you're poisoned, you are no longer poisoned, and if you have a disease, you are cured of that disease.
Cool.
You can also eat it.
Sick.
I have how many doses?
5.
Okay.
If Nime would like, I'll transition hers over as well.
Nime says she's gonna take a quick second to think about it, but appreciates the offer. So, are you guys testing out that teleportation circle tonight, or are you waiting till tomorrow?
We'll wait till tomorrow. Do it fresh.
All right.
Yeah.
So you all take your retreat to your rooms. Gil satisfied, and you two specifically finish dragging the metal down. Zex, are you keeping the breastplate with you, or are you putting it in the forge?
I'm keeping it with me.
Okay.
I'll drop my scale mode down there. I'm not wearing it anymore.
All right. Just keep it marked of where you're keeping this stuff.
Yeah, you can mark it. I'm done.
Trust me, I have notes. So,
So,
you
Gil-
scaled a full set of scale mail?
Scale mail
Mhm.
armor. Yep. Gil is in charge of anything in the forge.
Yep. No, I have everything down right now.
I keep my own junk in my room.
Yep. And you have a list of stuff in your room. I know
Oh,
because you
I'll
sent me that.
Yep,
I'll
I'm
upload
about
my
to
shit
send
my
you
room.
more.
Sick. All right.
You don't need my room list, do you?
If you want to send it to me, it'll always be appreciated, but you don't have to.
I'm just like dropping like the dead baby box. And all these poisons. I have so much fucking poison on me.
You're a
I have, like-
cleric.
I have 3, I believe, in total, like 3 vials of poison on me.
3?
Oh, let me take a look.
You're an assassin rogue.
I have 2 of what I
have-
assume is poison.
Poison. Okay, I have poison and I have the ice spider venom.
Okay, that's
It's a little bit different.
A
And then I also got that
poison.
thing.
a poison,
At
but it's
home.
not. Venom is something you can apply to a weapon
What?
if you want to.
Which you could also do the poison.
So,
And I have that case at the Mages Guild that I'm bringing home as well.
okay.
Those bolts are no longer illegal, right?
The bolts.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those are still like not the best to use, but
Are they still poison?
they are not. The poison is worn off.
And I'll leave this Infernal Great Axe. Fuck.
You still have. There's so
Yeah.
much stuff. I give you guys 2 days of downtime. 2 days, and you're like, oh, by the way, I have this massive green axe shoved up my
can I have
backpack.
that, please? I'm not gonna fuck with her or anything. I just would like to hold on to.
No! No! I specifically took this so that this would not be an issue. No!
You took it from Gil. Let's be honest.
No! No, this shit's... It's staying in my room. Don't fucking touch this.
As the grid X because it becomes a wall piece. All right. So you all settle down for the night if there's nothing else to do. And you all get your long rest. As you all come awake the next day, you all kind of gather together. Nime has made a breakfast for each of you and has kind of passed out stuff. As at the
Just thrown down on the fucking bitch.
dining table, you guys are free to do what you need to do.
Are we ready to go to the carrier? I'm assuming the answer is yes.
I'm ready.
Let's go then. I guess
Yeah.
it's me and Suna.
Gil will nod in acknowledgement.
Nime nods as well. All right.
I think I'm gonna stay here.
You have fun with that.
Alright, let's go.
All right. So, as you begin to trace out the symbols, it lights up. You're using 50 residuum then?
Yep.
All right. In this dining room, you cast it, and then one by one, as the runes light up this bright blue, you all move through into this. Immediately, the weather changes from being this pleasant, cool to this instantly a bit more hot and humid weather. The walls become this dark, more volcanic-esque rock that have been carved into slanted shapes that are all above you.
Shit.
Sounds
I forgot berries.
Sounds like that's too late. As it gets shot up, you can see this this Dragonborn, this quite large golden Dragonborn, kind of sees you. Hello there. It's pleasures. What names do we owe? Entering our city.
I'm Zex.
Zex, and for what occasion?
We're here to deal with a problem in the volcano. I think.
Yes. You are the ones that I've been assigned to wait for. My name is Gaiman, and please follow me and
Why did you laugh at that? Why? Why would you do this to him?
because he deserves it.
I had to unmute myself to tell you.
So you've
Gaiman?
lost the not making stupid
Yeah.
names.
Gaiman, that was on purpose for your viewing pleasure.
You have done a horrible thing.
No, I haven't.
Would you,
He deserves it.
Ram, would you send Embarrass and tell her we forgot her and that she needs to come to take care of you?
Oh, look at you making me the bearer of bad news, I guess. So, we're not leveling up. We should have, though. Okay. Let's... Sending spell. Okay. Hey, Bears, Zex fucked up. We're in daycare. He says you should come here. It's his fault. Yeah, that's my
It's his fault?
It's his fault. He forgot you on purpose. Kissy's why. You know the whole thing.
All right.
Yeah, just the basic of he left you. He wants you to come here. What are your thoughts?
Good morning. I shall make my way expediently there. Pleasure to know that you're all still thinking of me.
I could go back and get her.
She's on her way.
All right. as
Fucking gaming.
game in.
Gaming. This is what I play for. This is how I win.
He is gaming. That is true. He's just gaming. That's his name. He, with the symbol on his chest magically forming into a console controller.
His family crest, man.
His family
Gaming.
crest. He comes from the.
This is a fursona.
He comes from the. He comes from the family of X Cube.
We're gonna get copyright.
No,
strike.
it's an X Cube. So we get sued by 2 different companies. So they cancel each other out. It's negative makes a positive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how that works.
Yes.
Is that how
I
lawsuits work?
have been copyright infringed by 8 companies at once, and half of them dropped their copyright claim because of it. So, just saying,
Huh.
Fair enough. It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work to
What?
fight each other.
Yeah.
Gaming, slow down. Just
Yes.
wait a sec.
Hmm.
We have one more person coming.
Oh,
Well, they'll be here eventually.
right.
She never gave us a time frame on this. But we should
No, she did
didn't.
not. She just said expediently. So, do you mind if we go explore the town a little bit while we wait?
You
Sure.
guys go to town. I'll go with him and get briefed on all this shit, I guess.
Well, as long as there are one thing I would like to impart on you all, please, you are welcome to peruse the land for Dakaria, but please keep your reason for being here quiet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you. Other than that, feel free. I will meet you at the near the crest, not the crest, near the peak of the Dakaria's volcano.
Sounds good to me.
Right.
Alrighty.
You can't miss it. It is the main path. I will inform the base supervisor that you are all incoming, and the foreman will be there with me to greet you.
Great.
Say,
Enjoy Dakaria.
That's the plan.
As this all happens, you are all kind of led out, and you can see this structure it's this weird mix of archaic, old carved stone, but also beautiful workmanship and love given over this. As you guys step outside, again, the temperature raises a couple degrees immediately, and over across you can see a large, sprawling, very hilly city as the land kind of goes up and down in these quite large hills where you can see several, mostly wood with a bit of stone base steps and other houses and buildings are. And then off to your immediate eastern side, you can see this large, massive looming volcano. Alongside of that, you can also see further, as you kind of pick out small bits, you can see there are actually structures coming out of the side and built alongside the volcano. Alongside different paths kind of making their way crisscrossing up. As there's one large main path that kind of diverts into smaller paths leading up throughout the volcano, as well as branching paths from the building that you're all coming from. This building being probably one of the larger buildings in the city. But you have a city and you have the run of it. What would you guys like to do?
what the people look like.
Dragonborn? Scaly?
All of them?
The Dragonborn population is a 9 out of 10 population kind of thing. For every one scattered dwarf or halfling or human or elf that you see, There is 9 different Dragonborns of all shapes, sizes, and colors. You see gold, white, blue, red, copper, brass, all of them just kind of moving around. And it's odd. You've seen Dragonborns before, particularly Gilgamesh and O'Brien, but this is the first time of seeing a lot of Dragonborns wearing not armor and not carrying a lot of weapons.
We're a minority now.
You are definitely a minority, except for Gil.
Are we getting?
I was gonna say I don't know who we is, but
You for sure. You haven't known who the fuck we is since session 2.
You catch every couple of times some passing glances. People acknowledge you, but there's no like odd stares of what are these kind of thing. They know who people are, and you guys seem to come out of a building where if a non-Dragonborn steps outside of it, the people around kind of understand why. And you can see different guards that are wearing armor and carrying weapons guarding the entrances to this building. As Gaming just kind of, you see him kind of move, and he begins briskly moving towards the volcano.
I want to go look for a records building.
A records building?
Something that would list like the families that have been in this town for, I don't know, like the last 8 centuries, maybe?
That's a HIPAA violation.
HIPAA doesn't exist.
Oh, you're looking for that. All right. As Zex splits off from the rest of the group.
Does anyone want to come with me before I run off?
I'm gonna go find us a place to stay for the next couple of days.
Gil, you want to come with me? Gil?
Apparently not.
Gil!
Whoa.
fine.
Yes.
All right. Sunanime, anything for you two?
No, I don't have anything I need to do.
I'm just trotting along.
All right. You two just there to savor the sights. Do you care to go with Rem or Zex and Gil, or are you guys going your own way?
I'll go with Ram.
Okay.
I'll go with Zex and Gil.
All right.
Party.
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 Good choice. You
Is,
picked the fun group.
is Gay Man coming with us?
No, he's
He's
gaming.
gone.
Gaming has gone towards the volcano.
Oh, okay.
He's gaming, man. As you guys kind of split off. Gilgamesh, I would like you to make a perception check.
You know, like I was gonna ask if people were giving me looks.
Can he have advantage because he knows?
No.
Yeah, like can
Know your
I have
sins.
advantage?
Can I give him advantage?
No,
'Cause
this
I
is just
helped?
Gil. You can't help him.
God.
This is his problem.
I mean, okay. Reasonably,
This is a problem?
reasonably, I would know that like people might know who I am, so I'd be like I would be on edge, in some capacity or another,
And he can see them.
and I can see them.
It may even be good for him.
What you got?
I think this is a good argument for advantage.
No advantage. Just make
Damn it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna nat 20 anyway.
Sure.
That's no nat 20, but that's pretty good. It's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Do I notice anything off the bat?
No, as you step out, there's no looks actually going towards you as you're kind of looking around. Anyone who's drawing
am
looks
them.
are the people next to you, the Herringgong and Tiefling that are flanking each side of you.
Yeah, the stupid idiots who aren't Dragonborns. Lame.
As you all kind of make your way, Zex, you are able to head this looking for a records department, you can make either an investigation or a general charisma check.
Hmm.
Can
Well,
I
it
make...
doesn't matter. Natural 20.
Never mind.
He's fallen.
As you kind of immediately kind of go up and you like see this like a green dragonborn woman as you excuse me, she like turns and you ask her and she informs you that you guys, the building you guys just came from is the like basically the office. It is where it's not where the actual lord of this city resides, which you're able to find out is Lord Ironbreath is his last name.
Lord Ironbreath.
Mm-hmm.
Writing that down.
But
Okay, well,
that is the basically it is the generally it is the governmental building for the city. And you'd only seen one one hallway and one room of it, so you're like, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
I don't want to go right back there. Let's go look for magic.
All right. As you guys head your way there, we're going to swap real quick. Rem, Suna, you guys in locating... it's not too hard to find taverns, as Helm, you with your background are able to quickly like parse through the city and find places. You are able to come to a slightly ovalish building with kind of this black tar poured over the roof and very, very like thematically appropriate for this city. It is called the Volcano's Hearth.
All right, I'm going in.
All right. As
I'll
you
follow.
step in, it is a very, very, it's not quite of what I describe of like Southern style, but very homely immediately upon going in. The difference is most of the time that you have been used to stepping into a tavern or an inn, it's the temperature going up as you step in. What seems to be the norm in this city immediately applicable to you guys is that the temperature goes down whenever you step into a building. It gets a little bit cooler.
Great. It's so hot.
And what you can see across is this, like, older, probably looks to be about in his mid-40s, Dragonborn, red with, like, these small, like, silver speckles across his neck, who's just kind of wearing this plain white tunic shirt, and he's sitting behind this kind of bar countertop as he's moving this small chest and has just finished like closing and is locking it, and he's greetings, and just as he tucks it away underneath the counter, what may I be able to do for two fine customers?
A room and a drink.
A room and a drink can be done. You strike me as someone who might be... Could I interest you in Fire Breath Ale, or is there something else to your taste?
I prefer a Yarian gold wine, but, you know, gotta drink as the locals do. I'll have that, and my friend here will have juice.
Is that right, ma'am?
Yeah, juice is fine.
Juice is fine. All right. I'll hand that out to you. It is a gold piece a night for double room, so...
I have a party of how many of are this? 5?
There's 5 of you, not including Barris, if you...
She'll probably want our own room. Party of 5.
Party of 5. You could do doubles or singles.
Like double beds? Like king-size beds?
It's a room with 2 beds in it.
We'll do We'll just do 3 doubles.
3 doubles. All right, that's 3 gold pieces for the night. And,
I'll pay him for 4 days.
oh, thank you very much. Oh, 4 days. And you see he takes out this small parchment and dips a quill in ink and scratches across it. I'll grab you keys and I'll grab you ale and a juice. Pardon me. As he kind of moves away and eventually a couple minutes later comes back, first setting this small ring of 4 keys on the table, 3 keys on the table. As then next to it he puts up this cup of ale and this small, it's not a wooden, this one's actually, it seems to be a glass that he wasn't kind of expecting to serve juice.
A stein of juice.
That would be a silver total for both the drinks.
I'll give him a silver.
Thank you. Enjoy your food and enjoy your rest.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try this, what did you call it? Firebrand wine?
Fire Breath Ale.
Fire Breath Ale, let's give it a go.
All right. It is a sharp and very warming sensation, and it all kind of bubbles right underneath your throat. It's a fun experience, and after that, it kind of fades away gradually, and it's that nice this would be a very comforting thing to drink in the cold. However, it's still not a cold situation, although it is a good drink. In your kind of area, this might not... You feel like you're in the wrong place to drink it.
I'm loosening my cloak a bit, for sure. I'll offer Suna some.
I'll try it.
All right.
Have you ever had a drink before?
I had a drink with you, remember?
Did Suna drink? Suna had 1 drink with me.
Yep.
Time for
One
drink 2.
singular drink.
Give it a go.
I'll give it a go.
How does Suna's baby ass mouth feel about this incredibly hot ass fire?
It is a very, very unique experience for you, and a first-time experience for you of something that is a drink that can be described as warming for you.
Interesting.
All right.
And then while we're here, I'm just gonna listen to the rabble talk. They're probably not paying us any mind. I'm drinking like the locals. They're like, this dude fucks.
No, there was a slight looks as you guys went in, but anyone that is here just for drinking food quickly kind of goes back to themselves, and you hear about general talks of the work. And an interesting thing is how even though the pay up for the volcanic work has gone up extensively, no one's willing to take the jobs anymore. Is an interesting thing. But as you 2 nurse on your drinks, we switch over to the other 3. Zex, Gil, Nime, you guys are working on trying to find a place of magical intent. As you guys kind of go, whoever wants to can make an investigation check.
Is it
Some-
investigation or is it something different? Could I roll for wisdom instead?
No, it's investigation.
Damn it!
I can give it a go.
All right.
I got a 1. I'm too paranoid to know anything.
I got a 21.
21. All right.
The duality of
As
man.
you guys kind of go through, Zex kind of leading the way through these city streets, you all find your way eventually up kind of right next to the base of the volcano. And slightly set into the rock is this very rectangular shop that is supported by these heavy stone pillars that have been seemingly driven up from the volcano into the bottom of the store. And you can see this kind of half-swinging sign that has a lot of seemingly ash and rust built up. That is Firewalker Wares. And this is the shop you guys see.
I'm going in.
All right. As the door kind of sticks for a second and then pushes open, you step into this room and you can immediately feel the heat kind of emanating off of something. This building is connected in some way to the volcanic rock right at the base of the volcano, and you can tell. As you do, you can see these kind of like heavily reinforced but still oddly wooden shelves with this sheen across them, holding different small bits, and the shop itself is only about like 20-25 feet wide, and with the shelves it becomes a little bit crowded. But as you do, you can see there's a like this like large counter that also like a pawn shop just covers and makes sure that your guys' access to the shelves are restricted. Without vaulting them, you couldn't go over and grab anything. But you guys can look, and across them all you can see different types of papers and sheets and small bits of rock. And as you guys kind of looking around, a couple of seconds pass before you can hear this another slight ring as a door opens behind the counter in the middle of this store. And you can see this very, very, like, older, again, green Dragonborn with these amber eyes just kind of looking, this small, like, slight, like, leg, like his left shoulder hangs a bit lower than his right shoulder as he kind of looks between all of you. What can I do for you?
Hi.
Hello.
I'm looking for a dragon vessel.
A dragon vessel?
Yes.
You're telling me you walked into a city of dragonkin and you're gonna ask for a dragon vessel?
Yes, I assumed if anywhere's going to be the place to get one, it would be here in a city full of Dragonborn.
First of all, I'm insulted. Second of all, you're probably right. Let me go check.
I love this dude so much. First of all, I'm offended. Second of all, let me check.
He throws open, you hear shit as he, with his right arm, he throws it open too loud. And you hear this crack bang sound as it slams into the shelf. He kind of holds up the shelf, and you can see all these little, like metallic trinkets kind of fall off. Shit. I'll clean that up later. Don't worry about it. And he steps through the door, and it closes. And you got the three of you are just left in this store.
I want to look around and see if anything is in Draconic.
Sure.
Just like anything.
Everything
basically.
is labeled in Draconic, yes.
Yes.
Anything you're looking for.
Anything that I read in my Draconic ancestry book that would like kind of correlate or pique my interest.
In your Draconic ancestry, there's nothing, like, it doesn't mention magic or anything like that, but
Okay, I didn't.
of general thing. The Draconic ancestry book for Dacaria has, like, you knew about the volcano, you know about the general area, like the type of town and the type of people, like general statistics and stuff of the town, but nothing helpful in this situation. Anything else?
No, I'm just looking. Perusing, one might say.
A couple seconds kind of... Or, no, it's a couple minutes go by. If there's anything else the rest of you want to do. Go by, and then you hear this... As he kicks the door and you hear it seems like he closed it too hard and it's stuck in the wall, and he kicks it again and it I have to get that fixed. Sorry. If you interested in a dragon vessel, I have a small one I might be willing to part with.
How small are we talking?
dragon vessels are normally small. Like,
Well,
it's a
yes.
vessel. It's something you can carry on your person. I'm not just gonna
What
bring out like a
kind?
dragon head and be like, oh, dragon vessel. That's not what it is. I'm not a scam artist. I'm a professional.
Great.
Thank
What
you.
kind of vessel?
You can see as he kind of pulls out, as it seems like he had tucked it into his robe just to pull it back out. This like small, like it's not a small, but it's like a couple inches longer than a normal horn, and you can't really place what type of dragon it is. And as he swirls it, you can see the small sparkle come from the inside. Well, this one, if you're asking about dragon vessels, you probably understand what they do. They're a bit of a summoning item. Like, you know how it goes. I assume you know how it goes. Do you know how it goes?
Yes.
Wonderful. We have a professional among us. I'll set this, and he places it down. This one you are able to make plenty of, I believe, 4 different types of potions from it. You can make some olive oil if you need to saute your garlic bread. Or the important options, which we all know. You can drink ale or mead out of it.
The best.
Those are the important ones. Those are what matters.
How much for it?
Well, it is a wonderful item, and it is currently mine. I would not be so inclined to part with it, if you will, you know. How does 13,000 gold sound? For
Oh,
an
that
asking
sounds a little bit pricey for me.
I'm sorry, it's a dragon vessel, you know. And you were very assuming with it, so, you know.
I was very
JC,
assuming.
JC,
I
can I try
apologize.
talking him down on price?
You can step in whenever you want to.
Is there any way that you'd be willing to negotiate a different price?
Oh, I don't know what you're asking for.
Well,
This man's been making a lot of assumptions about me. I don't know what the price you'd assume I should
no.
sell it for.
No assumptions.
no, I think that your price is very fair, but we also are kind of on a budget crunch. So I would like to ask if we could purchase it for maybe 1,000 gold pieces instead.
3,000. 3,000 is better. But that's probably not going to be it. It's no.
3,000 pieces?
Let me get this straight. I offer this dragon vessel here for 13,000 gold pieces. And you're trying to get the larger of the 2 digits taken off of it.
I want to chime in Draconic
Okay.
and talk to this man and say, listen, I understand that a dragon vessel is not something that you come by very often or is very cheap, but just 10,000, and maybe I can come back later and figure something else out for the remainder of it.
10,000. I will allow you to roll a persuasion check with advantage, Gilgamesh.
How much money do you think I have?
I don't know, you were talking pretty big before.
I don't have that much money. This feels expensive for this magic item, though.
Well, you better feel pretty confident, because I got a 17, so...
To be completely fair, I thought he said 1,300, not 13,000. So my math was off.
I think if he said 1,300, we'd be grabbing that and
Oh,
running
yes.
as quick as we can.
Well, it's
10,000. I'd be willing to part with it for 10,000 instead of 13. I could get rid of the other number. How about it?
I don't have 10,000. I'm not rich.
How much do you have?
I have a little bit over 4,000. I didn't expect it to be that expensive.
Go.
Offer him
know.
a crisp high five.
I don't know
Oh.
what you're looking at Gil for.
I'll hook you up with my masseuse rabbit folk friends.
I'm alright. You
What
can
do
crack
I
your scales
have?
by just like
Here, let me.
hitting your
let
head
me,
against the door frame.
So-
No, you shouldn't do that.
It's alright, it's great on the brain.
I'm gonna pull out my Greater Restoration spell scroll and say, how about 3,000 in this wonderful, amazing spell scroll that I have here?
A greater restoration spell scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check on what rarity that is.
So I believe it's a 5th level.
Well,
maybe.
yeah, a
I don't
5th
remember.
level spell scrolls have different. So it is a 5th level spell. It is. What was the offer again? Give me one more second.
It was 3,000 and the Greater Restoration spell scroll.
Before I run off to go grab some water, as I typed in the chat, I am willing to part with some gems, if you're interested.
I might be interested.
JC, I'm using my second patch.
Alright. Roll that d8 10 times again. Unless if you just want to give them all. To add another 1,000 on top of it.
It's better for us to keep these diamonds for what I do, but it is your choice.
I'm gonna roll it 10 times, just to know what I have.
Alright.
6,
Aqua,
8,
Black Sapphire,
or 4,
Jade,
2,
Emerald,
8 again.
Black Sapphire.
No, I'm not going to let you do this. I'm looking at the cost of this spell scroll in Xanathar's, and this is an expensive spell scroll that I'm giving out.
So you're saying you don't want me to get rid of these gems?
Don't get rid of the gems.
Well, shit, do I have to keep rolling?
You already made it this far, you might as well.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5 so far. You're halfway.
1,
Ruby,
3,
Diamond,
4,
Jade,
6,
Aqua,
5,
Sapphire,
and 8.
Black Sapphire. A lot of Black Sapphires.
A lot of black sapphires. I wonder what else I can use these for. Is there anything else I can even use these for?
You're not
I
aware
can use
right now.
rubies and diamonds. I can't use anything else, magic-wise.
Well,
Yes,
I
I
got
can.
one for you.
I can use all of them, technically. But I don't use that spell very often. But I can use them. I only need the one. It's not consumed.
Make a persuasion check, Zex.
Natural 20 for a total of 27.
This is a very charming foreigner.
4,000 and the scroll.
All right.
All right. As you get this, it is a stirring dragon vessel.
Stirring dragon vessel. I am officially broke. That's okay, though.
This, just to help you, it is a drinking horn vessel that requires attunement. As a bonus action, you can speak the command word to fill the vessel. Ale, olive oil, mead, potion of healing, potion of greater healing, potion of climbing, or potion of fire breath. Once it is used, it can't be used until the next day.
Right.
All right. Anything else you all are interested in?
I'm broke. I don't have any more money.
That's all right. You got a vessel.
We sell this vessel for 20k.
Is there anything else you guys want to do here?
We don't know if Barris is back yet, right?
Nope.
Nice. Does anyone else have anything they want to go do?
No.
Alright, let's go to the records then.
Right. Gilgamesh. As
What?
you all step out of Firewalker Wares,
Why are you singling me out?
familiar kind of thing catches your eye. Dragonborn that has kind of positioned themselves on the other side of the street. As you kind of see this, none of your friends kind of take note of this, but
It's another
it catches
Dragonborn.
your eye. Specifically for one reason.
Uh-huh.
A large, comparable to you, even, copper dragonborn is leaning against this building. And as he kind of sees you, your eyes kind of meet for a second, and a slow grin spreads across his face. He doesn't
Does he have a great axe?
You can see quite a large handled weapon on his back.
Oh god. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
As he notices you, as you guys for a split second lock eyes, and a small smirk spreads across his face, but he does not make a move towards you.
So he's just standing there looking at me?
Mhm. You can just keep walking if you want to.
I am going to kind of, I guess, like half keep walking and just say, I'll meet you in the record sex. Just give me a minute.
Where are you going?
Just some business to attend to. It's a Dragonborn town. Don't worry. And I'm gonna walk over to homie who I know who it is.
All right. Zex, do you continue onwards?
I'm nosy, and the last time I let Gil go off alone with someone, he got fucking killed.
That's a fair point.
No, I'm not letting him go alone. I'm ducking into an alley and casting invisibility on myself and Nime if she comes with.
She will be in...
I'm coming with.
Okay. Welcome back. As the invisibility is cast on two of you, I'd like both of you to make stealth checks with advantage.
Whew,
Awesome.
whew. This will be my first stealth check ever, and if I fail it, I will cry.
29.
Dice gods, please nat 1. Double nat 1. Dice gods. Dice gods, double nat 1. Double nat 1.
I rolled a 15, making a total of 17.
Total 17. Alrighty. As Zex, what was yours?
29.
29. Gilgamesh, what's your passive?
My passive is 15.
So she beats it because she's active. So,
Yup.
as they both disappear quickly into the crowd, this large, imposing copper dragonborn kind of leaned up against the building, just still watching you as you turn back around and approach. And this smirk spreads into a large smile.
So, just to be clear, I want to make sure that I'm at least close enough to hear their conversation.
Okay. Gil, as you
Is there,
approach
like-
this copper dragonborn, what are you doing?
Is there like another building next to him that I can like also lean on so we're like both kind of looking out into the street?
Yeah, and this would give you like a 5-10 alley between you guys.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Just kind of lean against a building close to him and look out onto the street.
All right, as you do, you just hear this slow chuckle come from him.
Long time no see.
I would say that's quite true. Gilgamesh. I thought
You
I'd
sure?
never see you again. How are you, you bastard?
As good as I can be.
Is that the best I should expect? I thought my time with you was done. I thought all of our times was done.
I did too, and yet somehow I've ended up back here.
And we happen to be back here as well. Anil's furious, you know. He couldn't understand why someone would just run off like that.
We all have our reasons. I'm surprised you've all kept in touch and
Oh,
continued.
we've been keeping in touch. Money'll do that to you. Also a greater purpose.
So you're still on Tiamat, huh?
I've been more on Tiamat than you think. And as you see, he pulls, and first you thought it was an axe handle, but now you notice it is a massive greatsword shaft. As he pulls
Oh.
out the back, you can see this intricately carved greatsword that is about like an entire like 1.5 foot longer than any other greatsword you've seen. As he kind of whips it out and stabs the point, driving into the dirt. And as it does, you see the small flash of fire. She's been on to me. So much has changed. It's only been what? Year and a half? It's felt like ages. And of all places, what brings you
place.
back?
Mostly just a request of some of my new party members, I guess.
Newtown needs disappearing?
That's behind me now.
Oh, is
That's-
it?
Not something I do anymore.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you've gone soft. Oh. How the filled with hope have fallen so far.
I never said I went soft. And don't think for a damn second that I did.
Sure. Have you got any closer to her then, Gil?
You could say that, but
Oh.
not necessarily.
Shame.
Tiamat isn't in my view.
Shame. That's, funny. I thought I'd pull you around to her side before I pulled everyone else, but seems like I've done the opposite.
You drew me towards the divine, yes, but not entirely there.
Not towards the right one, then. Shame. Gil. You're breaking my heart.
Listen, I didn't want to leave, but
But you did.
I couldn't keep continuing as we were.
You could have... Well, you were about to make so much money. All you had to do was finish the job. We could have been sitting pretty like the rest of us. And now we've got an even easier job. You've been missing
Easy
out for a
jobs aren't
year.
fun, though. They weren't fun. They weren't enjoyable. It got old. It got boring. Money has no substance if it doesn't feel hard-earned.
Man. Something's gotten into your head. You've lost your... What do I call bite? Is it? Man. The amount of time we wasted searching this fucking city for you too. Neil was convinced we'd find you here. You never were. Only when we come back for a purpose not you. Right when we stop looking for you. You're here. How crazy is that?
Well, it seems by your metric, Tiamat would have put me here, huh?
Sure, she put the gold around my neck. She's put you here. She wants something from you, and I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe she just wants you to join the group again. It's an easy job.
You seem pretty excited about it. You've brought it up at least half a dozen times.
Well, I assume you're not... Well, you're not out of work, but you're out of good work.
Any work is good work if it kills enemies at the hand of my blade.
Oh,
And it does.
anyone who's not worthwhile. Well, it's a pleasure, Gil. Sure, Neil will be happy to know you're doing well. But, lucky for you, he's not here for you. You know as well as I do, a year's more than enough time for word to spread.
Ishtar, give me one promise.
Are you trying to get out of me?
I understand if you have problems with me. That's all fine. You're not stupid enough to kill me in broad daylight. But if you do come after me, leave the rest of my party out of it.
I'll
I
let
know
Neil
you're
know.
bloodthirsty son of a bitch, but you at least have some honor.
Ah, I am a righteous man, Gil. I'm gonna tell Anil. He's been doing well for us.
Always has been.
He's, he'll make a decision, and you'll know what his, you'll know what he decides. That I can assure. Oh. You've grown up. Just not enough. And not in the way I'd want you to. It's a shame.
Maybe you're the one who stayed the same.
I assure you. Nothing's the same. I want to give you a little bit of helpful information. You ready? I'm only going to say it once. 20,000 gold pieces. That's how much you're worth. See you later.
For what?
Oh, you know what?
I did the same thing as the rest of you. We were all
I'm not talking
commissioned
about
for
what
the
we
same
did,
job.
Gil. No one's alive that knows what we did. I'm talking about what you did. Only you. Word spreads fast. Take care. And as he does this, he swings the sword back up and you hear it into the sheath. Seeing you around, Gilgamesh.
Ishtar.
Steps off and walks, slowly disappearing into the crowd.
I am. I'm gonna stand there for a minute.
Okay.
Just kind of, because just a lot just happened. Oh God, it's all going wrong. Okay, I'm gonna take a nice, solid punch into the wall that I'm leaning on.
All right, make a strength check.
Cause I have advantage because I am mad out of all wits.
Give that just roll, man. Give that a punch. We gotta see if this goes into actual rage or if this goes into little wimpy sad boy hands. Let's see how Gil takes this, man. Dice decide.
You said wimpy sad boy hands, homie. I got a 23.
You hear this crunch, and it's enough that like the Zex and Nime, you guys had kind of made your way over and had leaned against part of the building. It's the other side of the building, but you still hear the vibration. As there's just a... As about, like, a couple centimeters of your, like, actual fist goes into the wood. And you take it out, shake it off.
And then I'm gonna immediately head to the building that we came out of.
Government building.
Government building.
Right. All right. Zex, Nime.
God. Oh no.
That was so good, and I appreciate it.
Is there a bounty on your head?
We're still invisible.
Yeah, you guys are invisible and hiding from Gil.
Oh, lol.
As you see Gil, as you hear Gil punch the wall, and then as he passes the alley that you guys are invisible in, you see that he's beelining towards where he said he'd be.
And so, just to be
Zex,
clear,
what
we
just
heard
fucking happened?
everything he said,
Oh,
right?
yeah. You guys were eavesdropping.
Well, it sure sounds like Gil had a group of people he was working with before us, and they all follow some. We don't know who Tiamat is, right?
Make a religion check.
$14.
14. Tiamat is something that you are able to know about because of your original place of origin. Tiamat being a draconic goddess, one of the deities that has been known as something that people say resides within the other planes, that is not just the divine gate. She's a 5-headed dragon, normally known as a goddess of war, and she is known to be very the people who follow her are known to be very destructive.
So Gil just went the other way and went for the other god of war. Cool. So it looks like Gil was in a party before us. They all were followers of Tiamat. He made a town disappear, it sounds like.
Do you think the money they were talking about is a bounty?
I think, because they were talking about they were pulling a job, right? So
I think so.
I think that's what it is. I think it's probably like 20K per person to complete this job. And he invited Gil back to help them. That's what it sounded like to me. We should get going though. So we can outpace.
Use that, right?
So we should outpace Gil real quick. What was that?
We need to meet him where he's at, though, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab
Okay.
her arm and we're gonna dimension door 500 feet down the street.
Okay, that's one way to do it.
Into another alley, preferably.
Yeah, you guys just, and you just immediately, there's like this small Dragonborn kid in the alley, just falls over into some barrels.
I'll toss him a silver and say, "Sorry, kid."
That was amazing. You guys just bolt across. I was gonna have you. It was interesting because I was gonna have you guys roll opposing checks to see who got there first, but the dimension door, 500 feet is a lot of feet.
It's a lot of feet.
A lot of feet.
What if he uses his boots?
He's not gonna use his boots.
Also, can I keep like a constant watch for the people, like the rest of the people in that group that I like know?
Make me another perception check.
Ooh, 21.
21. I will keep that if it comes up.
Except, hold on. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Continue.
All right. So as Gil just storms his way across, unbeknownst to him, several hundred feet away, Zex and Nime are sprinting, leaping through the streets to get there before. As you do arrive, like literally, like half a minute before him, and you kind of duck into this building, and you can see you guys both kind of sweating, breathing heavily. You just see this like bronze dragonborn just kind of look down at you, guarding the building. Like, can I help you?
We're looking for the like just town records, family names who have lived here, preferably for like the past 800 years.
Historical records are not just available to civilians. I apologize.
We're actually not just civilians. We're here at the behest
We're
of
scholars.
not just scholars. We're also scholars.
Roll for scholars. I want to watch that play out.
We're also here at the behest of Lord Ironbreath to take care of a problem in the volcano.
Am I
And right
rolling
now we're just killing
scholars?
time while we wait for someone else. And I recently got information on that this used to be a town called it's on the other side of my book, called Dorok, and I was just immensely curious about it.
Not sure about problems you've been mentioning, but if you have any proof passes from the Lord or otherwise, I'd be happy to let you in, but no entrance for citizens without proof or an escort.
Actually, nothing's
Do we
wrong in the
have-
volcano. No, shit, nothing's wrong in the volcano. We're totally just citizens. Let's leave.
Oh, you dumbass! You fucking stupid!
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
And you just kind of hear him. You kind of hear him lean over to the silver dragonborn and says, "Oh, what they were on about." You guys
Oh, no.
And at the time, this Gil, as you're kind of storming up, you can see Zex and Nime kind of quickly walking away from these two guards in the building.
I'm assuming I'd run into them.
You can see them, yeah. You don't hit them.
Well, no,
Obviously.
but
You're keeping a
Me,
very eye out.
they walk towards me, I walk towards them.
Kind of that situation of less of them walking towards you and more of them retreating from the mistake Zex just made.
No, it's fine.
I'll go
She's not gonna
over and
say
meet them.
anything.
All right. As you two can kind of look back, look back forward, I should say, because you guys were looking back at the guard, and then see Gilgamesh kind of alter his course, and you can see him in the street as he steps towards both of you.
Every
Hey.
time I leave you guys alone to have a drink, you fuck something up. 2 for 2. 2 for
Fine.
fucking 2.
It's fine.
To be fair, I tried scholars and Zex kept talking.
You should have punched him in his shit. That's what I used to do before I was reformed.
Gil, we can't get in right now.
Why not?
Because we're citizens and Rem has a crest.
I'm gonna
We have
go
no
over
proof.
and approach the
I'm
guard.
gonna speak into the
No,
ring.
no. It's fine, Gil. Don't do it.
I'm approaching the guards anyway. I'm
Alright.
disregarding anything.
It's-
No,
else.
this-
no, fuck this. Gil, I heard your conversation.
Oh!
Zex, shut up!
No, fuck this. This is an
I'm
open conversation.
Is
Choke
stopping
slam him.
and just
Choke slam him.
just slowly turning around, or just what the fuck did you just say to me?
You heard
And
me?
approaches X,
Oh,
and it's just looking, it's just staring at him.
Can you smell what Gil is cooking?
Oh god, Zex, you stupid
You
man!
what?
Heard your conversation. The last time I let you go walk off alone with someone, you ended up dying.
And you think that I can't conduct myself without doing that again?
That's a big word for him.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't gonna get into more trouble than what you were
All of the
expecting.
time and hours we have put in just being around each other. You don't have an ounce of respect for me or my time. I say I'm gonna deal with personal business because it's personal.
I have plenty of respect for you, Gil. But that being said, I also care about you all immensely. And if you're going off to do something, I don't know if it's gonna end up in a fight or not. With what you have done in the past, I don't know if it's gonna end up in a fight or not.
If it did end up in a fight, it would be a fight that I knew I could take. I'm not gonna take a fight that I'm gonna lose.
But how can you know for sure?
I'm in a town of my own people. It's quite easy to gauge their strength. You're lucky enough you're not splattered on this floor right now.
Are you gonna splatter me on this floor?
I don't know what's stopping me right now. Why don't you give me a reason?
Because I'm your friend, and I only did what I did because I wanted to make sure you weren't gonna die again.
And yet here I am.
Clearly, here you are. Best possible outcome.
So was it a nice conversation? Did you enjoy it? Was it everything you hoped it was?
Was this good for you?
please
Would you
sit
have
me
told-
down and talk to me about my life, because obviously you know everything about it, and would like to listen into my
I-
conversations. You got questions? What do you want to know?
I have no questions, Gil. It's your business. I'll leave you to your stuff from now on. I am very sorry for intruding on your business.
It happens again. You're face down on that road and you're never getting up. Got it.
Yes.
Gil is turning to go to talk to the guards.
Don't talk to the guards.
Gil is going
It did me no good.
As you kind of push Zex out of your mind and step up these two Dragonborn Guards. Can I help you, sir?
In Draconic, I would like to say I was told that there were records in this building.
Yes, but they're not publicly available, as he's responding in Draconic now.
I am here on special request from the royalty in Greywall.
You have proof of it.
You saw us walk out the door just no more than 20 minutes ago. Is that not proof enough?
Kind of turn and look at each other. Look back at you.
How would I get in there without having some sort of authorization?
That's a persuasion check from you, Gil.
Oh, in my work. In my work. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Persuasion, that is a 17.
17. You, should have come out of the building with an escort, right?
We did.
Where's this escort now?
Can I look around? Is he around?
You look and he's not around. You remember vaguely, he said that he would meet you at the peak of the volcano.
He is currently not here, but I did get his name. Gaiman.
Poor bastard. Time can hear. And you can see these two kind of whispering to each other. Alright. So, let you in for a short period under gaming's name, and if something does happen, anything is missing, he'll be held responsible. Right, 20 minutes.
Am I allowed to invite my compatriots in with me? They are the ones who mainly know the ins and outs of everything. I kind of like gesturing to myself, and mostly the muscle. I can assure you that I will, kind of like glancing over my shoulder, very much keep them in check.
I'll hold you to that as well. Bring them, come on, 20 minutes.
Before Nime steps in, she would like to kind of distance herself between Zex and Gil to speak into her ring and ring out to Rem.
Okay.
We can all hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
They can all hear it in the ring.
slight issue might have happened, but we were able to get back into the building. I'm just gonna give them the whole rundown. Suna and Rem, they get the whole rundown of us not being accepted, but now we're able to get in, so they're able to continue their drink.
Okay. As Suna and Rem, you guys hear this. Are you guys doing anything to it?
It doesn't take long to finish a drink. I'll just start making my way there.
All right.
Go clean up the mess.
Suna. Uh-oh. Suna, are you alive?
Suna, blacked out drunk.
Suna has taken one swig, one sip, and she's face down on the table.
The juice was too much.
The juice was too much.
I'll take her back to the room and then I'll go.
All right. As this is quickly and easily able to be done, as the three of you are then escorted into the building, as the 20 minutes, Rem will get there in about 10-15 minutes time, and
I'll do this extra quick with my broom.
Yeah, quickly getting through the streets. But as of right now,
And
well under
because of
watch,
my thing,
you move fast.
Yeah.
It's a general thing of you guys still have some general time, and even under heavy scrutiny from the guard, and possibly heavier scrutiny from your Dragonborn ally, you do have time as they pull you into this room, kind of down a bit lower, as you actually feel you descend into the earth, as the temperature decreases drastically in this. You feel like this is made to make sure that the papers are kept dry and not assaulted by the elements. So, with all of these, you can see these large black-bound tomes of leather that kind of dot this small area. And down here, you can actually see there is a basically this older silvered Dragonborn woman that's kind of parsing through, and she seems to be a bit of a curator. As the three of you step down, she kind of looks up. What is this?
Hello. I'm looking for records from back when this place was called Dorok.
Let's shall we find out? And you can make an investigation check at advantage as she is helping you. As well, this roll is being made. Rem, you make your way to the government building. You can see a singular guard standing outside instead of the twin guards that you were used to the entrance.
I'll approach him and ask, my apologies, have you seen a band of misfits make their way through here?
I had some people that had problems, but we got things sorted out. Are you looking for people? Are they causing more trouble? Do they need to be removed?
I'll flash my seal that, I'm assuming it's like a piece of metal with a ribbon, right?
It's this, cloth bound with a metallic symbol set into it.
So I've taken to keeping it looped within my hand so I can just hold up my palm. Is how I'd like to do this.
As the, you said you all had paperwork, but only one of you had it. Are you part of that group?
Those fools are with me, yeah? I do apologize if they caused you any trouble.
It's, well, no, this is in there. If I'll have you, shit, this is why we normally have two of us out here.
We're just here on some general work to take a look around and make sure everything's in order. They're just taking some things on their own authority.
Of course,
but just looking around, they mean no harm.
You're allowed in there and with any general escort instead of a qualified escort with the paperwork, but you're supposed to guard, and I'm not allowed to let you in without an escort.
I'm a man of the cloth. Do I look like I'll steal anything? Tell you what. I'll go make sure they stay in line. And your drinks tonight are on me. For the inconvenience. And I'll hand him the 5 silver.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
22. 21.
That seems right. So you'll be heading several paces in, 5 doors down. Then it will be into a staircase which goes downwards. Then the first door on the right.
I'm gonna say my apologies. I don't have the silver, and I'll hand him 1 gold.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
And tucks it underneath the armor.
I'll head my way in.
All right.
This conversation was nice. I'm going in.
All right. Zex, what'd you roll?
22.
22. As you guys are going, this older silver dragonborn woman kind of helping and guiding you guys through. And eventually you come to this section, and you realize the black tomes are the most recent. As you guys kind of parse deeper into the records, there is the black tomes are the most numerous by far, and then taking up about literally a 10th of this collections area. You can see a set of more these kind of tannish, still a dark color, but more of tanned leather instead of inked black leather. As well as then there's a couple sections of these faded into actual lighter colors where it's more becoming the sickly cream color binder sections, and then there's those only 3 colors of it. And as you pull out these sickly green colors, she kind of these might be what you're looking for, and sets them down and opens. And what are you looking for?
So she was there, so I'm looking for anything right near the end of the period or mid-tier. I'm looking for basically during the what was it? The Age of Silence, was it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking for.
So this is that, and this book's actually wrong for it.
Right before the Age of Silence was what I'm looking for, basically.
Maybe.
Right before and after.
And it's, you look, and this section, as you guys are reading through this first part, and she kind of unconsciously reads a bit of it out loud. So Nime, Gil, you're hearing this as well, of a warning about this book is that as it's said in this this very golden trimmed tone, both in legitimate writing. It seems to have been written with this metallic ink, and also in its words, very, very flowy and showy with the words, as she kind of reads out mindlessly. A warning to all readers who peruse these old sections. As bright as God shine, even the stars go out. And when the largest of stars go out, they consume everything around them, as did happen when the Age of Gods ended. No actual physical records taken during the time exist. However, it was the sole purpose of the Hearthmen to restore and rediscover the ages of our time past. What we do know is a cataclysmic event from the middle of Papihos had rippled out, causing mass chaos and turmoil. even among the stronger, hardier cities, such as our own, caused untold chaos, as the volcano itself was pulled to coat the entire land in magma, destroying the city and all but wiping us out. When the survivors came back to pick up the pieces, any arcane works stopped. Animals seemed to have taken over and nature had set back in over the nation. All you read about this time may be false. And as that's being read out, a familiar gnome comes into the room. What you do? You need an escort, sir.
I'll flash him my seal and a gold and tell him, pay me no mind.
Were you the proper paperwork for these people?
Proper paperwork and the escort. Gold for your trouble. I'll take over from here.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I have advantage? Can I have disadvantage? Can I have advantage?
You are welcome to have disadvantage.
Can I have advantage?
You're welcome to penalize yourself.
You are welcome to penalize yourself. You can have advantage.
21.
21, as he goes. Yeah, of course, and records keepers here with you. I'll stand by the door. And kind
I'll keep
of
'em in
shuffles
line.
past.
I'm all smiles with the guards. I'm all smiles with the record keeper, and then I'm going to look at them,
Hi, Rem.
and they know. They know. Yeah,
Do we
it's
know?
that look.
What do we know?
Nime knows.
Nime knows.
Does Gil
Nime
know?
knows.
Does Gil care?
We
Gil
all know.
does know.
We all know. We have rings on.
I mean, I am radiating a menacing aura at this point.
Nime is going to kind of walk up to Rem and say, Rem, do you mind if I speak with you for a moment?
I have to keep an eye on these fools. Can you do this here?
No, I will wait.
Fools?
Fools! Why would you try to go in a restricted area without the seal? Next time, take me with you if you want to go into a restricted area. Or let me know! Let me
tried
know! All
walk
you
away.
had to do.
I
we
didn't know you
have
needed the seal, and then I tried to walk away.
we have rings specifically for this purpose that say, "Hey Rem, we need the seal. Can you come over here and let them know we're cool?" And I would have said, "Yeah." I would have finished my drink, walked over here, showed it to them, and everything would have been fine.
Everything is fine.
Because I made it fine.
It would have been fine either way.
That blind optimism of yours will get you killed.
It's not blind.
It's blind. Finish what you're doing here. I'm just here to overlook.
Is there anything else we should be looking for?
So it says everything in here could be false. I'd still like to take a read through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a look at the history of the volcano if you don't mind while I'm here.
And go ahead.
Certainly.
As they're reading, I want to go over to Nime and just say a word.
Nime is going to gulp and say, sure.
Before
Of
they
course.
walk outside of my field of vision, I'm going to let them know stay where I can see you.
I mean, I didn't intend to go anywhere. I just wanted to talk to Nime, but...
I'm not moving.
How can I help you?
Can I hear them?
Are you guys
Can
trying
I
to be
hear
quiet?
them?
I mean, they're reading and we're in a library, so like I'm trying to be a little hushed, but like I'm not trying that hard.
All right. Just both Rem and Zex roll me general perceptions.
My passive is 19.
That's fair. You guys are both the two
My
highest
is
passive.
20.
You guys can hear.
Were you there or were you not?
I was there, but I will say that I didn't quite understand a lot what was going on. I think that even though I don't know you all very well, it seemed though that Zex was very worried and gave me general concern as well.
So what do you want to know then? It seemed so important to you, you might as well be filled in on the details.
Well, I think that's your business, truly. I don't need to know anything that you don't want to tell me.
I'm glad some of you have common sense. That's all. I'm gonna just take a few steps away.
Before he steps away, Nime is going to say, I am sorry that we were there for that conversation.
Out of all the conversations I've had, that's probably the one I'd want people to hear the least. At least one of. I won't put any blame on you. It wasn't your doing. You're just more of a bystander.
Okay.
All right. With your guys' study, so Zex, you are trying to find out the general history of
That, and like after this, if we still have time, I'd like to go and look for the Age of Gods history. I don't think there's going to be a lot, but I'm still curious about it because this will be
this book.
the time.
This book is the only thing for Age of Gods.
This is it?
This is it, and it details mostly the end.
Great. How long is it?
It is probably in total about 50 pages.
How long would it take me to copy that down into my own book?
If you do you have the quill, the ink, and the parchment?
I have a 40-page book,
Ah,
and I have my set of cartographer's tools, which should contain writing utensils as well.
all right. So
So I'll copy down the most important 40 pages. I'm sure there's 10 pages I can just not worry about. So
there's the warning pages. And
How
as
many
you kind of go through, there are there are a couple pages that seem to be sketched, and at the bottom it details illustrated from the memories of survivors, and it shows similar changed landscape, but enough, and you're intelligent enough to realize that it is probably around the similar area, and you see houses covered in hardened magma and volcanic rock, houses smashed by large, seemingly falling debris, and among it all, there's just this tiny figure of a Dragonborn with a sword over his shoulder, just kind of looking over it all. Generally, what you're able to grasp from this, as you're kind of looking it over, is of the Age of Gods was said to be an age where those who had divine contacts were extensively nigh unstoppable people, as they had collected themselves, and these people were referenced to as vessels of the gods being able to, or said to be able to, communicate directly their will through these people. The general thesis of it, although it was a archaic time, a time before the arcane, not through divine, was developed through much, and the ways of life were still very, very meager for most people. It was a generally peaceful time, as those who had explored Papihos and had named it as Papihos seemed to have been founded pretty much at the end of the Age of Discovery. Then it details of cities becoming shut off to each other. People no longer come from other cities. We prepare our walls as we feel it would be bad if they did now. And then a day, this being the most detailed, of a day where the ground suddenly shook and the heart of our city turned against us. Details of the volcano not just erupting, but exploding, covering the town and wiping out thousands, as all of the places here were seemed to be mere villages back then.
Alright. So this details specifically Decaria's.
Yes.
Got it.
And you gather the reason for this is because since everything had been wiped out and everyone basically lost all communication, all, as what they said, magic stopped working. Just all of it. Divine, arcane, anything that was developed. Spells stopped. Generally, the greater history of Papihos fell away. And that might have been why it was aptly named the Age of Silence. Rem.
Alright.
Volcano knowledge.
Oh, it's hot.
It's very hot. The more recent knowledge of the volcano, it is lovingly nicknamed the Heart of Decaria, is that it serves as the main power source of the town, whether it is lava that is tubed to water sources to create steam power, or heat that is derived to make the hardiest of metals, as Decaria is both renowned for both its the blacksmiths that come from here, as well as their warriors. Small little excerpt about that, it is said, although it's never been proven, that the hotter climates help the students, the warriors and students, learn better here. And so an extensive warrior school has been erected on the side of the mountain. And they hone actually a group of soldiers that is very popular in Decaria. They're called the Sky Riders. And they are Dragonborn trainees that learn how to ride wyverns and dragonelles. And it's very hot.
There's a training school. That's the main information I need from this, right?
If you want
I
to
already knew about the power and everything.
Yeah, you'd already been told about the power, but there's some little additional lore for you.
Side of the mountain. The volcanoes on a mountain. What's it called?
It is lovingly nicknamed the Heart of Decaria.
The name of the school.
Oh. My bad. The school... The College of the Sky Riders.
College does not end with an O.
It does not. Very, very insightful.
Okay. We learn to ride wyverns, and what was the other thing?
Dragonels.
Do I have any fucking clue what that is?
Make a nature check.
$15?
So 15. It's you're
You
obviously
can tell
able
me
to-
no. I have no
Yeah,
clue. I know it's
the-
dragon-esque, but
the best you're actually gonna get is what I was about to say is you assume it's a dragon, a draconic creature. Other than that, that's a new one.
that's a very new one. I'm sending a sending spell while I'm at it,
Sure.
and I'll do this as quietly as I can. I'm sending it to Gaiman.
Okay.
Rather tired from the trip, we're looking over records now for knowledge, getting acquainted. Can we meet you early tomorrow for the mission? Appreciate it.
You just hear this. I can be arranged. I will inform the foreman. Early morning tomorrow at the peak. And that's it.
I'm sending another one to him. In classified records, used your name as clearance. I'll keep things in line. Back me up on it later. See you in the morning.
You just get a bit of sigh, and then that's it.
I'm gonna keep reading that.
All right. As also, there's something else that is the information you guys are getting from these records. All right.
So just to make sure, I got everything copied down
Mhm.
from that record book into my own
Through
book.
this, and it is noticeable that you feel like you've been here longer than 20 minutes, but it seems like the guards just maybe he's doing a mixture of enjoying the fact that he's in a cooler place right now and the fact that he hasn't heard any problems. So
After I get through like most of the important parts, I'm gonna beckon Gil towards me.
Gil will be beckoned.
I'm gonna ask him as quietly as I can. You want to talk about it, or you want me to do what we normally do? And I just respect that you made a decision.
Can I make the assumption that? Oh wait, because Nime told through the ring that I yelled at Zex, right?
No, I didn't say shit about the encounter. I was gonna tell him later, which is why I asked if I could have a word with him, but he does not know.
I don't know about the encounter then.
Yeah, I was gonna say the.
So I'll change this completely to how was your time in town? Run into any trouble? Because I'm aware that trouble can happen here.
Oh yeah, I can. It was definitely a warm welcome, some could say. I can tell you more about it later. There's definitely some concern that should be raised, but right now there's no need to be worried.
I'll let them know all together. I bought 3 rooms for 4 days. Gaiman says we can show up tomorrow morning. We'll split up the rooms. Soon as asleep, I'll bunk with Gil tonight. Zex, why don't you take the solo room?
Okay.
Take this time to get all those notes you're taking over there in order, huh? What's the
Does
rest
that
of we're
mean I'm
doing?
bunking with Suna?
I'd like you to make sure she's okay. Yes, I gave her a sip of the drink I had here. Oh, Gil, if you
I can
drank,
do
you'd
that.
know what we were doing. But
Rem, this is probably the worst time for you to bring that up.
and then the record keeper. I'm ignoring that statement purposefully. Is the record keeper? Is she just kind of idling about?
Yeah, she's like watching over Zex, both as just like she seems to enjoy her work, and also like she's also kind of making sure he's not ripping pages out of the sacred tome. You know,
I'll give her.
I respect the book.
I'll give her the gold coin as well as what I've taken to the lining pockets, since that's what I'm doing today.
Is this a donation to the records?
If it's a donation, I'm giving her 20.
Thank you. And you watch as she legitimately goes over to this small piece, and you hear this as this metal opening in the wall, and she puts it in like a mail slot, and you hear the coins just.
And I'm giving her 2. I'm giving her 1 and saying this one's for you.
Oh, thank you. It's very kind.
Thanks for dealing with these fools.
It's no issue. They haven't been any issue. It's nice to see people interested in our history. So many people caught up in the mountains and the volcanoes and the lower spits and such. It's nice to see people interested in history.
You've been rather wrapped up in history lately. If you find anything interesting, why don't you let us know?
Oh,
And I'll let her know where we're staying if she finds anything interesting.
Volcanoes Hearth. It's a very nice place. Yes, of course. All right.
And I'll sit again and continue reading.
With these general, this basically what you guys are getting out of those books. The book is copied, the volcano knowledge is learned, you understand that volcanoes are hot. And with that, you guys exit. You see the dirty cream-colored book placed back on the shelf as you guys are escorted back outside.
And how's everyone reacting now that I've lined their pockets?
It seems that the general vibe has kind of dialed down a couple notches. Everyone's a bit more relaxed. Everyone's kind of not... The guards, the 2 guards at least, are not paying you guys as much mind. He goes back, he's just like, this is a interesting group of people. Yeah. Alright. Oh, thank you for stopping by. Enjoy day carrier.
You enjoy your drinks.
I will, thank you.
I tried the Firebrand Ale that's native here.
Yeah.
It's a rather fun experience.
It is. Oh, pride of that. It happens I can carry it.
I enjoy it.
I'm glad you
You
do.
enjoy your day.
You too. You guys head back out onto the streets. You heading? Got about.
I'll lead them towards where we're staying if they don't want to do anything else.
No. I don't have anything else to do right now.
Me either.
You guys still have some
Even-
hours left in the day, by the way. So
Oh, we do.
I'm gonna eat another silver cost because I'm assuming I had 2 drinks.
okay. Hey, there's still some time before the sun goes down.
I just want to keep a keen eye out still.
Yeah, you got that
I'll keep
21.
a loose eye out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Gil's was 21.
Mm-hmm.
By loose eye, I mean like my passive's 19, so I'll
yeah,
just
you
run
got a
with
passive of 19, passive of 20. Ah, this is great. This cannot write itself better. Gil,
You're kidding.
a 20 beats 2 passive perceptions of a 19 and a 20. Doesn't beat
No, that's-
21 of active. As you guys enter, this is still a little ways behind. You guys are away from the government building. Several minutes have passed. 5, 10, about 5 minutes in Rem's mind of, oh, we're almost back. You see a flash of black behind you.
No, this is like, this is bad.
This
is even worse.
As you look, standing about 200 feet behind, just slowly walking, a black dragonborn, a hood pulled up around. As you can see, small gold, like rings that have been tied into little bits of, like almost like tied down. As you remember, Anil had about 3 golden rings that he had tied to the back of his horns that hang down almost like hair.
Yeah.
And he's following about 200 feet behind, just slowly, easily, quietly.
Am I noticing Gil's, like, tension?
You notice that he's looking around. You don't know that he's seen anything.
The moment I notice that he notices anything, I'm stopping.
Gil, are you trying to keep that to yourself?
After that first time, yeah.
All right. So
we're
in a roll-off.
I do want to, like, who am I walking next to right now?
Probably me.
And the general group as a whole.
Mhm.
No. I want to turn to Zex.
Oh.
And I want to say, I need you to trust me this one more time. And I'm going to turn around and start walking.
Wait. Is he telling me not? Can I make an insight check to see exactly what you're meaning here?
Sure, go for it.
Uh, 21.
You're able to tell him what you mean.
Just trust me. Like, you can spy on me whenever you want. Like, after this point, go ham on it. But this one time, I need you to trust me that my personal business is manageable. Just trust me this one time.
I'm so tempted to fuck with it, but I probably shouldn't.
Homie, don't forget what I said about if you did it again.
No, I was listening.
Don't
But also,
forget
the
it.
last conversation got me a lot of worried. Alright, I'll trust Gil.
All right.
I am gonna hang back. I won't go and spy on him, though.
All right. So, as all of you are just kind of walking along, suddenly Gil turns on his heel. What are you guys doing?
He turns on his heel and he stops.
We do stop.
I'm just gonna stand back with Zex. And also inform Rem that we should stand back for a second until something breaks loose.
So
I'm going to look towards Gil and in the most deadpan voice I can manage. Like, I'm like turning my head back and I'm going to like say directly to him, are we going to kill them? Do you want me to kill them?
I want to whisper into my ring. Not unless I'm dead first.
Should we keep walking?
Do as you please, just don't interfere with me. I'll find you eventually.
Your business is ours. I'll stand back, but I'll stand by you. If you want to do this, I won't interfere. Are we doing this?
So
We're not killing him. And Gil's gonna take off his ring and put it in his little money pouch.
And I will look towards him in person and say, am I staying here?
Zex is going to wander off into the crowd. I'd like to do a stealth check. I want to be within 60 feet of them, out of earshot.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa, that last sentence was very important.
Seeing Zex do that, I'm going to play up the fact that I've had 2 drinks and stumble a little bit and reach towards Nima and say, I need to take a breather. And I'm going to go within about the same 50 feet, because that's as fast as I can move. 50-ish feet towards a wall to take a breather.
Okay. Nime.
I'm just gonna look at Zex, where Zex went. Did Zex and Rem go the same direction?
No, I want to
No,
go to the
no,
other
no,
end
no,
of the
no, no.
market.
Oh,
And I'm
shit.
stealthing as soon as I'm out of view.
Okay.
I want to be obvious with where I'm going, but I want to, like, go separate.
Okay, I'm going to kind of look at Rem and ask if he thinks
I'm
I
gonna
should
wink.
go a separate direction.
I'm going to wink and grab her arm tighter.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Rem.
Okay.
The social cues.
All right. As Gil, you see each of them kind of filter away as you begin moving towards this black dragonborn who sees you moving towards him and stops. As you can see, the cloak kind of still moving over his body, kind of still shifting somehow. The, like, green and gold tinted bow, you can see caught underneath his cloak as you walk towards him.
So he stopped.
He stopped.
I just like the most like bland face expression, but I just wanted like just stare him in the eyes as I'm like approaching him.
Okay. As you can see these piercing green eyes underneath the cloak.
Except I do want to like hold if he does anything, like if he goes to draw his bow, I want to hold my action for the dodge action.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold I'm gonna hold dead if shit pops off.
Okay. As you get
But yeah,
closer,
no, I'll approach him.
150, 100 feet, 80, 60, 40, 20, 15, 10. Eventually you step directly up to this dragonborn form. You yourself being taller than him, but not by much. He stands about 6.5 feet tall. As he kind of looks, you see the cloak kind of pull a little bit back, and the rest of you can see this black snout of a dragonborn coming out with these piercing green jade eyes and small sparkles of gold underneath. Besides that, the only other ting that you can see is a gold and a golden green longbow underneath his cloak and a small golden dog tag that's kind of half tucked into his like this small like leather armor chest.
I don't know how long I've been muted. Did you hear me say I'm holding the Toll the Dead?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still gonna just monitor the situation then.
As like once I get up to him, I want to give him a slight grin and put my hand out for kind of like not even like a handshake, like when you like kind of grab like each other's wrists, kind of as like a handshake, like kind of one of those.
Tap them up.
Yeah, kind of.
As you hold it out, there's this very, very long 5 seconds as he stares at you. And then from the other side, as your right hand comes out, he grabs the back of your hand with his and turns your palm over. And he looks down at it. Well, you've still been busy, even if it's not with us. And he lets go of your hand.
There's something you want.
I was so excited to see you again. Why are you back here? Why would you ever come back here?
It's not entirely my choice. I'm on business for the royalty in Greywall.
Royalty boy. Interesting.
Is there something you want with me, Anil?
I'm making sure you're not getting in our way. We're here on business. And I want you to have no part of it.
That was
be
always
damned.
the ploy we used.
Gil,
Do you want the bounty or not?
Gil, you are at the bottom of my priorities right now. We cared about bringing you home about 4 months. Shit. No, not even 8 months ago now. It's been a long time, Gil. As angry as people are, as angry as I was. At some point, you have to cut your losses. That's what you were. Is lost to us. Lost to the hands. Urk's hand was debatably better with you. You understand that? I want to know why. You're about to get paid. Us as a group, we are about to get paid 5,000 a head. We had 6 people we were bringing back. That's 5,000 per person. Why did you leave us?
Seemed like running from my problems would have been the solution, but obviously it's not.
Yes, because people find out about your problems, Gil. Because Ishtar convinced me to let you come with us. We were deemed the ones best to bring you back. And I still couldn't find you. Do you understand how embarrassing that is?
You were gonna turn me in.
Oh. You are going to be his replacement. You knock someone off the pedestal, you replace it, Gil. That's how the breakers work.
There's a good reason I got rid of him. And taking his place would be the last thing I want to do.
I don't give a shit if it was a good reason, Gil. You did it.
And I don't regret a thing. Not killing him, not leaving you.
You left us to run.
And it worked.
I expected better.
You.
Top of the new ones, weren't you? He pushed you. He made you what you were. You know that. I know that. It's fucking stupid he is. Ishtar even knew that. You're a good fit. But no, we're not here for you. I doubt we'll ever be here for you again. Lucky, huh?
So 20,000's not enough for my head, huh?
We're on to bigger fish.
Just sounds like you're too scared.
20,000 pales in comparison to 100. You're not worth the dirt off of my boots right now, Gil. You're a deserter, and you know it. You see people, ones that... drunkards in the alleys, ones that just run. The second you say something and turn around, you look into your past and people are going to run away.
And yet I still came back. And here I am.
Here you are. Well, all of us are here, Gil. I'm making sure Anu doesn't talk to you. She'll be keeping an eye on Ishtar. Don't make this difficult for us. We got a tip that what we need is here. I don't want you screwing that up. For old time's sake or for any other sake. You leave us, we'll leave you.
Did you ever even try to look for me?
Yes? Yes, we did. Scan the ports of Papihos, east and west. Inquired. Thought I brewed of a dragonborn with a great axe. Would have been easy to find. What were you doing?
I was trying to find something better to do with my life than sit and mindlessly train all day.
Wasn't going to be training anymore. Do you really think the last thing we did together was training? You finally got off of it. If you didn't do what you did before leaving Ashar, you would have been able to keep doing that. Stupid.
I'm no leader.
You wouldn't lead, you daft bitch. I would. Do you not understand? Can you not get that through your thick skull? I knew what to do. The 6 of us were nigh unstoppable. And we've learned new things. Things that you couldn't imagine.
I could say all the same.
Summary. Don't come back. Don't get involved. I'll keep Ishtar away from you. You stay away from him. He wants you back with us, and you're not coming. You understand?
So you're just gonna up and decide, am I
Yes.
not welcome back, or am I not coming back? There's a big difference between the two.
If you don't mess with us for this hit, you'll just be not welcome back. If that makes it better. I have work to do. You should, go back to that, what was it, gnome, the rabbit folk, the devil blood, them warrior speed. Hopefully it will be a bit before I see you again, Gil. He pulls the hood further down his face, kind of obscuring his eyes, and turns his back on you.
No.
Stops.
I don't plan to see you again unless you keep following me, but at the very least, thank you for what you did give me for that at least short period of time. But never keep the bounty out of mind. 20,000 is no small amount. Have a nice day. And I'll turn to leave.
So he continues walking himself. And the rest of you see the two of them part ways.
As Gil separates from him, I'll drop like the drunkard facade and reconvene with him.
Okay.
I'll drop stealth and join them as well.
All right. As you all head your way back, you make your way to the back towards the tavern's hearth.
As we're walking, I'll like reach out as stealthily as I can and grip Gil's wrist briefly before letting go, and then keep walking.
Yes.
And I do want to hide this from the others.
All right. Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, 10, easy.
So does that?
You can see it. It's below your passives. But just a small gesture.
Was it the same wrist that Neil grabbed as well?
A wrist, whichever's
I would
closest.
say yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'd be
Probably.
the right hand that you held out, yeah. As all of you move to reconvene with Suna as the day begins to shift into night. Heavy thoughts on your heads. And a busy, busy day tomorrow. And that's where we're getting this session tonight. And everyone take a collective sigh.
I need to do one more thing before we take a rest.
Alright, we're gonna. You guys haven't taken a rest yet.
Before we get back to the inn, I have to do one more thing.
What were you trying to do?
I have to divvy up the keys.
Easy enough to do.
And I'm taking Gil in my room tonight.
All right.
Hey now.
As there might be a lot to talk about, so we're gonna end. We're ending the session there. We'll restart not after the rest, but a little bit before it, as you guys are winding down for the night. As I'm sure there is much to talk about. I love downtime, guys.
This was so far off from downtime. And you know, the thing is, the thing is that it's so weird for me because I know everything that they're talking about, and yet nobody else knows anything. It is
How does it feel?
It's a strange feeling because I know exactly what they're talking about. And honestly, it's interesting, the approach. It's interesting.
How was it for Rem to look back and say the words, "Are we killing them?"
That was...
Because Rem explained to you that, like, your business is your business, but we're together now. So, if shit pops off, like,
Oh my god.
you know you have people with you. So how is it looking at this knowing that, like, the moment shit went down, like, I said in the chat, Twitch chat can't see it. I said in the Discord, if this dude pulls his sword, the Toll of the Dead goes off.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need context. The moment the weapon came out, it goes off.
Yeah. I have to ask for my own sake. Are you okay, Suzanne? I know that you're not mute anymore, but something happened to you, which is why you were left in the tavern. Are you here?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'll tell her everything when we go home anyway.
Safety check to make sure Suzanne's okay.
Yeah, I'm good. It's been a stressful week.
No, you're fine. At the very least, you had something entertaining to listen to.
I'll tell Suzanne all the things I learned.
And I think.
Cool.
I think it'd be fun to to continue the drinking problem joke to an extent. I think it'd be funny.
Just before any other things goes, thank you so much for Tales of Initiative for rating us. Wow. I feel a little bit obligated to say that I will be actually on the Tales of Initiative channel tomorrow in our first game where I will be playing my own character for once. But thank you so much for the raid, and thank you so much for the Has-Been Wizard for the follow. What? I will be playing a sweet soul druid.
So you're cheating on us for the girls then, huh?
No, I DM this game. I play in the other game.
So you're cheating on us for other girls.
Listen, none of you want a DM.
You're right. The only one that has DM experience is me, and I hate it.
Hey,
so
I
right.
actually do.
Zex has tried. I know Alpha.
Try.
Yeah, James and Alpha's tried. I think Suzanne was going to.
I do
I don't have
my
a
own
current game planned up, but I'd like to eventually.
Yeah. So, actually, it's the exact opposite. It reminds me of a weird thing. I'm sorry, Jazz, for putting you on blast, but Jazz called, I was helping Jazz ready her level up earlier, and she called me a D&D veteran. I was just like,
You are a veteran at this point.
I guess.
You've been in it for a year. You've been DMing for a year.
I've been DMing for about a little bit more than a year, and I've been playing for a little bit under 2 years. So
you're a veteran. You're not in my mind you're a veteran.
According to Twitter, I'm still a noob, but whatever.
Yeah, they want you to play first edition
Twitter.
where you only had 4 classes. Pay them no mind.
Never stay away from D&D Twitter.
First edition sucks ass.
Just stay away from Twitter.
I think in order to be a veteran, you have to play 5e, and you have to play 2 different editions.
I would say, and I do qualify for that because I've played 2nd edition. I would honestly say you've played. You can confidently and comfortably mechanically play a character.
You can be a veteran if you live in your mom's basement.
Absolutely, which means I'm not a veteran.
I am.
Damn, and me neither then. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, nah.
I don't any longer. I used to.
You have your veteran status
Part of the
revoked.
year.
I want to ask before the stream ends. What about our level up? It was talked about in the back channel. We were going to get one, and it never happened. Did you change your mind? It was being
considered one because I want you to. Nime got a. It was a more intense story beat than I intended it to be, but Nime was always intended to have a milestone after the Lost City. If you guys got there first,
I'm okay with Nime having 2.
But
I'm okay with Nime reaching us after that shit.
2 levels?
It's a thing of whatever you guys decide to do here, this is advancing stuff as well, and it is soon and coming, I promise.
I mean, Gil, are we killing him?
That's gonna be a question for next stream.
I'm not answering that on stream.
Nor
I might not even answer it off of stream, honestly.
Both Gil and Alpha have a lot to think about.
Rem has established that if you say this is an aggressor, I don't think any of us are going to say no.
No, you're right, because none of y'all know who these people are, or like my experiences with them, or even what they've done.
It doesn't matter. They're attacking you, and in Rem's mind, you've expressed that you've done bad things with these people. So
yeah,
these people are bad people, and therefore are not absolved. So I ask again, next session, are we killing them?
Find out next time on Papihos Session 60. My name is Jacob, or JC. I am the Dungeon Master for this game, and we have been joined by 5 amazing, incredible people: Jazz, Alpha, Suzanne, James, and Helminia. Thank you again so much for Tales of Initiative for the raid, and thank you so much for Hasbin Wizard for the follow. Make sure, if you are not following yourself, to follow below, and if you're watching a restream of this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to catch up on all of the juicy lore.
Hi, YouTube.
If anyone's actually still in the chat that's part of that new raid and wants lore, I'll stay in the Twitch chat and literally type out lore. I do not give a shit. I love this word so much.
Let's have the post game session on stream.
Well, I don't know if this is
A bit for lore. If someone says something within like the next 2 minutes, let's answer some questions. If they have any about like our characters or anything like that.
Yeah.
Bedtime.
Yeah, they need bedtime.
D-Make's new. You're not missing anything.
They need bedtime. It's okay. If anything does come up, we can throw stuff out later. But we might just be at our 10 regulars right now. So I'm going to end it there. And I'm not afraid to say what the stream count is. Screw you. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And thank you again. This is a wonderful game and 5 wonderful people to play it with. Take care, guys, and I'll see you all next week in the next session as we follow these bitches. Bye, guys.
Gil's story.
Take care. Gil's story.
Yeah.
Gil's story.
Bye, guys. Take care.